This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
"76 consecutive sellouts at Neville Arena, one of the best environments for college basketball in the country. And the Tigers open the home portion of their SEC schedule tonight, trying to erase the sting of an overtime loss on the road. Good evening and War Eagle from Neville Arena with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Auburn erased a 4-point lead in the final second at Georgia last Saturday. A pair of free throws from Keyshawn Hall and a buzzer beater by Kevin Overton sent the game to overtime. A KO3 gave Auburn the lead in OT, but Auburn couldn't hold on in a 4-point loss to the Dogs. Texas A&M held on to win by 3 over LSU in the Aggies' SEC opener in College Station. A&M has embraced Bucky McMillan's style and offense. In his first season in College Station, McMillan has the Aggies averaging nearly 95 points per game. They're second in the SEC, averaging over 11 threes per game, and third in the country, getting 43 points off the bench. Their 5 100-point games in the non-conference is a school record. The grind of the SEC has begun. Time to follow heartbreak with victory in front of a sold-out Jungle tonight. The CBNS Bank Countdown to Tip-Off starts now.
Exclusive pre-game coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CBNS Bank Countdown to Tip-Off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball, all to get you ready for Auburn basketball. CB&S Bank has a long history of stability. And just like Auburn University, we have a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
War Eagle, and we welcome you to Neville Arena. The jungle is packed behind us. Classes start tomorrow, so the students are here in full force tonight. It's going to be another big crowd, a 77th consecutive sellout. And tonight, Auburn gets Texas A&M in the SEC home opener for the Tigers. Along with Coach Randall Dickey, Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. Well, we have to talk about Saturday's ball game for Auburn because it's the prelude into this one tonight. Heartbreak for the Tigers, a sensational comeback. Perhaps a miraculous final 7/10 of a second, including a pair of free throws and a buzzer beater just to get the game into overtime, and the lead by 3 in overtime, but could not hang on. Both Philip Jovich and Tahad Pettiford fouled out of that ball game, and Georgia eventually prevailed by 4 in Athens on Saturday.
Well, I think that's what hurts so much is you play well enough to win the game and don't. The Tigers put themselves in a great position strategically. They made an unbelievable play with .7, like you said, with the intentional miss on the free throw. The catch and stick back by Kevin Overton gave the Tigers a breath of fresh air. Really looked good. They had 3 different possessions in the overtime, up 3. Could not get up the 2 possessions that kept it at 1. Georgia kept us at 1 possession and ended up prevailing. But I thought the Tigers played really well. They were competitive. It was a high-level game, high-scoring game, and I think that's what we're going to see again tonight.
The one theme by Stephen Pearl in his post-game with us on Saturday and in setting up this ball game yesterday with the media was this Auburn team has to be better in its man-to-man defense. Far too many times, especially in that Georgia game, allowed guards to get the ball to the rim.
Well, we have been so spoiled the last few years in Auburn on the front line. We've had guys that kind of anchored the defense on the back line that could led the country or was at least in the top 5 or the top 10 shot blockers in the country and kind of protected the guard situation. It also was a way you would play, force the basketball to those big guys, let them block the shot and then get off to a running game. But this year we do not have that rim protector. We don't have the guy that's a shot blocker on the back line. So it's imperative, and that's one of my keys tonight is we must play better defense on the perimeter.
How does that happen, Randall?
Well, I think you can do one of 2 things. You're either going to have to play back and play a little bit more what you would call containment man-to-man, where that you're not necessarily up and in the passing lanes or up overly aggressive when your man has the ball. You're playing about a half a step further off of him, and you play the guards for the drive because that's what Texas A&M, they love to put it on the deck and drive it hard, get it to the paint. One of the things that they're terrific about is not necessarily scoring on the drive, but they're setting up their teammates, which is picture perfect. The 3 Ds we've talked about a lot. They drive it, they dish it, they draw the defense, and then they dish it off. Those 3 Ds are something that we've got to win that battle tonight.
Here's the one guy that they have to defend wherever he is on the floor outside the three-point arc, and that's Ruben Dominguez. 49 of 105 from 3. 88% of his shots, Randall Dickey, are from the three-point strike.
Well, he holds the A&M record for the most threes in a game. I think at 10. It's unbelievable how good a shooter he is, but how good of offensive prowess, knowing that, and teams know that going in, but he still seems like floats open off the penetration because teams are geared to help. Anytime your teammate, the opponent drives, you're looking to help your teammate. If you help just a little bit off Dominguez and give him just a hair lash of a opening, he's going to shoot it in.
Pre-game medical report tonight presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn athletics home event. Auburn does not have Emeka Purum. The 7-footer is out for the season, awaiting a medical procedure coming up. Auburn will not have as well Abdul Bashir, who is not dressed and hasn't for quite some time as a result of a bad back. So the rest of this Auburn ball club is healthy. That includes Elijah Freeman, who took a knee to the thigh in that game on Saturday, but back and expected to be at full bore for Auburn here tonight. So Auburn, as it has played for the last couple ball games, Randall, is a healthy ball club going into this one tonight.
Well, I think that's good. I think it's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on, Elijah, because any of us that's ever had a deep thigh bruise, sometimes when you get sweaty, you really get it good and loose, and then you go through the rotation, you go to the bench, and it cools down. As the game goes on, could be a problem. I hope it's not for Elijah, because he's a big cog in our wheel. He's accepted that role, that spark off the bench, and he's actually been very productive doing those things that we ask him to do, is not only score it, defend it, rebound it, finish in transition, and he has done all those.
He went to Stephen Pearl 4 games ago and said, I think I'd be better coming off the bench. Auburn decided that would be best for the Tigers. Sebastian Williams-Adams moving to the starting lineup. How has Elijah Freeman reacted since then? How about 16.5 points since coming off the bench for the Tigers per ball game?
That's really productive, and I think the young man it shows a little bit of his maturity beyond his years, because not many people would like that. Everybody wants to start. Everybody wants to be first in line, but sometimes you have to accept your role. He's going to be an outstanding player, and his ceiling as a player is really, really high, and this could be a nurturing year for him for the following year to come.
The guy that has started to emerge for the Tigers on the inside is an undersized Philip Jovich, who can play really and defend 1 through 5. For the most part, he has been asked to defend the 5, and he responded on Saturday before fouling out 10 points and 10 rebounds, the first double-double in the freshman out of Bosnia-Herzegovina.
I enjoy watching Philip play because he does one thing. He plays full speed. He plays with reckless abandon. He will make some mistakes, but like we talked about it the other day on the car coming back, when he makes mistakes, he's always going full speed. Those things you can coach. His ceiling is high as well. His energy level is something I wish it would be contagious down the bench, would help us, because he really wants to. He's got a lot of try in his heart. And I tell a lot of people his heart is as big as a TV, because he really gives it all he's got.
Many times this season, Auburn will be the undersized ball club. That's not the case tonight. This Auburn ball club matches up with Texas A&M from a size perspective very well. As a matter of fact, Auburn is the bigger ball club tonight.
Well, it's imperative that we utilize that. Most of the time, basketball is a game that's played up and around that rim. We have shown that we have got to had the opportunity to be around the rim, rebound the basketball, defend around there. We must continue, but that must be a difference tonight. We must pound the glass on both ends.
Well, and Auburn did that on Saturday, Randall. And in spite of the fact that Georgia was the bigger ball club, Auburn out-rebounded Georgia by 15. That was one of the encouraging signs for the Tigers coming out of that overtime loss.
We were the better team on the front line outside of Surreal's just shot blocking ability.
Right.
He's as having an outstanding year, and he really defended when the Tigers drove in the paint against Georgia last weekend, he swatted it away. He was the rim protector, but everywhere else, technique-wise, Philip Jovich, Sebastian Williams-Adams, they all did really, really well. Even Keyshawn Murphy got in there a time or two and really showed that we've got a good front line. We just need to continue to play that way.
Tonight's 60-Second Scout is brought to you by Sensogreen, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensogreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Here's Matt Gatens with the 60-Second Scout of Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, a unique matchup. They have a whole new roster, obviously a new coach, and they're playing well. Just beat LSU the other night. Have a quality win on the road at Pittsburgh. Beat Florida State. So it's a unique matchup in that it's 40 minutes of them trying to create chaos. A lot of pressing, multiple different presses they'll use. They'll run and jump. They'll trap you in the backcourt. They'll add a zone in the half court. So they're trying to create chaos and get you to play a little sped up and create turnovers or shoot some bad shots. So, we spent a lot of time on taking care of the ball, obviously, and playing with the advantage and getting good looks in the half court once you do break pressure. But have to take care of the ball and have to play on 2 feet and make good reads when you have the advantage. And then on the other end of the court, defensively, one of the fastest teams in the country, 10th in the country in offensive pace, so they're looking to push the ball on every opportunity. So transition defense is a huge key in this game. And then, they're second in the country in in 2-point distance. So they are only shooting layups or they're only shooting threes. So they're really trying to drive it, really trying to get you to collapse for kick-out threes. Really good shooting team. They're top 40 in the country in three-pointers, top 5 in the country in assists per field goal made. So they really share the ball. So we got to be really connected on the defensive end, get back, build our wall in transition, and guard the basketball.
Does their pressing defense lead to their offense?
Absolutely. They get energy from their pressing, whether it's creating a turnover or creating a bad shot, which then leads into their really good transition game. It's very connected, absolutely.
And that's our 60-second scout of Texas A&M. Bradford T. Law joins us after the break with the SEC report. When the CBNS Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
At CBNS Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CBNS Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
At Auburn University's Harvard College of Business, education is tailored to each student's individual needs. Our students receive personal guidance from industry mentors and career coaches. They learn by doing, through hands-on projects and real-world experiences. The result? Graduates who don't just know business, they're ready to lead and innovate from day one. That's what makes them distinctly Harvard. Harvard College of Business, inspiring business. Discover more at harvard.auburn.edu.
The Raymond J. Harvard College of Business presents the SEC Report. A look around the deepest, most challenging conference in college basketball. Accelerate your career with an online MBA from the Harvard College of Business. Learn why they're ranked among the nation's best at harvard.auburn.edu.
Every game feels critical in the SEC, but it's magnified after an 0-1 start, and several teams, including your Auburn Tigers, battling it out on the hardwood tonight, hoping to avoid starting 0-2 with the gauntlet that awaits over the next couple of months. We're counting it down to Auburn and Texas A&M. It is the home opener in conference play for the Tigers. Tip-off is 25 minutes away, 8:10 Central Time for the Tigers and Aggies. You got 2 other games that are underway now, and then 1 other that will start at the top of the hour. Georgia snapped a 12-game losing streak to Florida last season. Bulldogs looking for the first win in Gainesville since 2019, but they'll have to come from behind to get it. It was a tight game at the half. Florida led by 1 in Gainesville, 41-40, but the Gators have absolutely dominated the second half. They're plus 20 in the second half. They're currently on a 12-1 run, and Florida leads Georgia 76-55 with 6.5 minutes to go. Florida's pace of play has destroyed Georgia tonight. On fast breaks, the Gators are outscoring the Bulldogs 24-4. They're also out-rebounding Georgia 44-26. Bulldogs one of 6 ranked teams on the road today or tonight, and they are finding life difficult on the road as Florida looks like it's on its way to a 1-1 start to league play. The same for Georgia, 76-55 Gators, 6:05 to go in Gainesville. South Carolina and LSU in Baton Rouge, an improbable second half in Bayou Country. In the first 5 minutes of the game, the Gamecocks didn't miss a shot, including 5 threes. They built a 21-5 lead. Gamecocks built a 42-15 lead. But in the second half, here come the Fighting Tigers. LSU has dominated the second half at home, 35-18. They've outscored the Gamecocks, and South Carolina's lead is down to just 8 with 5.5 minutes to go in that contest. It's 68-60, South Carolina in front, clinging to that lead. Now, the other game in the league tonight tips off at the top of the hour in Knoxville. It's Texas and Tennessee, two more teams looking to avoid starting 0-2. It's a terrific guard battle tonight in Knoxville. Jacoby Gillespie leads the Vols in scoring and in assists and a couple of other categories as well. Dalen Swain followed Sean Miller from Xavier to Texas. He paces the Longhorns in both scoring and rebounding. So Tennessee and Texas at 8 o'clock tonight on Rocky Top. Now, tomorrow night, Kentucky hosts Missouri, the first of 4 games in conference play. In addition to the Cats and Tigers, Oklahoma is at Mississippi State. Alabama clashes with Vanderbilt in Nashville in a battle of ranked teams, and Arkansas plays at Ole Miss before the Hogs come here Saturday. That's a look at your SEC report presented by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business. We mentioned that several other ranked teams are on the road tonight. Let's quickly update the Yellowwood scoreboard outside of conference play. Penn State is challenging number 2 Michigan in Happy Valley. 7.5 minutes to go. The Wolverines lead only 6. 63-57. That's one to watch down the stretch. Number 6 Duke and number 20 Louisville at Louisville. They've been going back and forth in the second half. Blue Devils lead at 68-62 with 8 minutes to go. Minnesota leads 19th ranked Iowa at halftime in Minneapolis 31-24. Oklahoma with a 9-point lead over number 25 UCF 34-23. 3 minutes shy of halftime there. Still to come tonight in Big 12 action. It's 14th ranked Texas Tech playing at number 7 Houston, and TCU visits 22nd ranked Kansas. We're counting it down to the Tigers and Aggies. We're now 22 minutes away from the opening tip. When we come back, Andy Burcham visits with Tigers head coach Stephen Pearl about what Auburn needs to do to win its SEC home opener. Thanks for being with us tonight. We'll have some words from your local stations, and then we're back with Andy's conversation with Coach Pearl. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Summer's here and the open road is calling. RV Roadway answers the call with new and used RVs from the top brands you trust, all ready for your next adventure. With 2 Alabama locations in Opelika and Calera, RV Roadway is ready to help you hit the road in style. And if you need maintenance, their expert service center keeps you rolling smoothly all summer long. Start your journey at RVRoadway.com. RV Roadway, where we sell RVs for less.
Life moves fast. Shouldn't your checking account keep up? Meet Explore Checking from Max Credit Union. No monthly fees, no minimum balance requirement. Enjoy perks like access to your paycheck up to 2 days early, earning rewards that can be turned into cash each time you spend with your Max debit card. Plus, with 24/7 digital banking and an easy-to-use mobile app, managing your money is quick and effortless. Start exploring today at mymax.com/explore. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is Ray Hornsby at Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing. We believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It is about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. Honest service, faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084. Get ready, Auburn. The ultimate hunting and outdoor experience is coming soon with Winter Timber Outdoors. For those who know the difference, we've got you covered. From premium firearms and trusted ammo to the largest selection of knives and Sitka gear built for the extreme. Winter Timber Outdoors is your one-stop hunting shop. Plus, check out our lifestyle apparel and our On Cloud running shoes. Find us at 2049 East University Drive across from the Auburn Mall next to Walmart or online at wintertimberoutdoors.com.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Stephen Pearl. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Well, it's good to be home for the SEC home opener here tonight. Jungle is here and ready to get things started here in Neville Arena.
Always good to be back in front of the Jungle and Neville. I know our guys are excited about it, and welcoming a really good opponent in A&M.
Give me your thoughts. A couple days removed from Saturday and the overtime loss at Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, if we can start with some positives. I thought our offense, performed pretty well. We had some guys have some major step up, and we shared the basketball, and I thought did a good job in transition for the most part. Had a couple mistakes against their pressure, but overall to score 100 points on the road against Georgia is obviously is good, and to be down 4 with 0.7 seconds left and to find a way to get that thing to overtime, it just shows this group doesn't have any quit in them, which is really important as a coach. Defensively though, that was just one of our worst performances of the year. We just left guys out on an island to guard one-on-one, and then when we did guard one-on-one, we couldn't keep our man in front. So we just got to do a better job of just kind of focusing on the details of the scout. We as coaches have got to simplify things a little bit and just focus on 1 or 2 things and not 10 to try and make it a little bit easier on them with less rules and just have them go out there, fly around, and communicate. So had 2 good days of practice this week to get ready for A&M. So we'll see if it kind of carries over to tonight.
What was the key to the plus 15 rebound margin at Georgia against a bigger ball club?
I thought our guys did a decent job of boxing out when shots would go up. They made a lot of shots, so that makes it harder for them to get offensive rebounds when they do that. But I thought our guys did a great job on the offensive glass of flying to the rim and giving us opportunities to get second chance points. A big reason for that is we were taking shots out of the offense. When you take shots out of the offense, your rebounders know when the shot's going up, and it gives them an opportunity to go get it. So I thought our guys did a really good job of taking shots within the offense that then allowed our 3s, 4s, and 5s to go bail them out when they did miss it.
First SEC game for a handful of guys on your ball club, including Philip Jovich, who had 10 points and 10 rebounds before he fouled out. Where have you seen as far as his progression in his first season of Division I college basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I just think his one-on-one defense has just continuously gotten better. He was the one guy that could sit down and guard one of their guards, and he guarded their guards better than any of our guards. So I was just really impressed with his ability to just sit down in a stance and get wide, like we talked about. He's so coachable, and he hangs on to everything we say, and he just obviously brought unbelievable energy off the bench and just kept so many possessions alive to give us a chance to just continue to just hang in there when they would hit us in the mouth. Philip would come up with a big rebound and give us a second chance. So he's just continuously getting better, and he's so unselfish, and all he cares about is winning. And I'm just glad to kind of see him continuing to get confidence out there because we're going to need it.
You saw nothing but pressure for the entire game, including overtime on Saturday. You're going to see that again here tonight out of this A&M defense. Yeah, and even more aggressive. So I think, it's going to be really important for our point guards to just play north and south and not go east and west, kind of like we talked about in the Georgia game. I think our point guards could have a lot of assists in this game because if they're able to get past their man, A&M really loads the ball and tries to strip and rip and tries to make plays, and guys are going to be open on the perimeter. So we got to make the easy pass and find the open man. So, I think what we do against pressure, will be effective, but they're way more active in it than anyone we've seen so far this year. So we can't let them speed us up. We got to play under control, play at our tempo, and, continue to share the ball. How does the A&M pressing defense lead to their offense? Because it's a team averaging almost 95 points a game coming in here tonight. They do a great job of converting offense from their defense. They got some really good shooters. They'll advance pass it to Dominguez or Rylan Griffin, and those guys will just shoot it in the first 5 seconds of the shot clock, and they both shoot 40+% from 3. Their guards are really fast getting downhill, so they do a great job of getting downhill with their right hands and finishing. So they're either going to shoot inside threes right around the rim or outside threes. So we just got to do a great job of limiting our live ball turnovers and not letting them get out in transition. This is not your father's Texas A&M style ball club, is it? No, I mean, it's a team that is trying to get a shot up in the first 6 or 7 seconds. The total opposite. Now, they play defense like, the old A&M teams do, just flying around and just, trying to create chaos. But offensively, they're way more guard-oriented. They're going to play small ball 4, kind of like we do. And, they're going to spread it, they're going to shoot it, and they're going to look to go get it. Birthday for Kevin Overton. Boy, his last 3 games, perhaps the best 3 games from an offensive standpoint that he has played in an Auburn uniform.
Yeah, he's been great offensively. He's playing with a tremendous amount of confidence, and the hoop's really big for him right now, and I hope it stays that way because we're going to need it too, because he's going to get some really clean looks in this game just based on how they guard. Defensively, I need him to be my best defender, and that's something that he understands, and I lean into him on, and it's something that I know that he's accountable for, and it's something that I know he's going to step up with.
For a team that plays the defense the way A&M does tonight, how important is the substitution pattern for Auburn tonight as far as the minutes, giving guys a breather from time to time through this one tonight?
Yeah, it can't be as long of rotations. We can't have 8-9 minute rotations out there tonight. They got to be shorter. They got to be quicker. And I need my bench to come in there and give me some valuable minutes and, let me be able to trust them out there when they're in the game. I feel confident in a lot of those guys offensively. I need them to bring some more value to the defensive end so I can give my starters a few more minutes on the bench so they're fresh at the very end of the game.
Michelle, the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
It is Jersey night at Neville Arena. Coach Randall Dickey, before we get your keys to this one, did you own jersey? Like, have you owned a jersey?
Owned a jersey of another player?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Never.
Never.
All right. There's a lot of them in the crowd tonight, though, aren't there?
I have one in my house that my son kept that was a LeBron James when he was about 4.
There we go. There we go.
But no, I've never.
All right.
I have respect for all the players, not just one.
It's a great answer. Sun South presents Coach's keys to the game, and how could they not love it after an answer like that? Sun South John Deere, the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. This is an important game, Coach. What are your keys to this one for the Tigers?
I've got 2 big factors that I think it's really important for the Tigers to prevail tonight. Defense with an emphasis on containment. It's a must that the Tigers stay between the basketball and the basket. Secondly, you got to keep Texas A&M from dribbling into the paint. We've got to keep the ball out of the paint because, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, they're getting about 21 assists a game. They're like second in the nation for assists, and that is an unbelievable, terrific stat. But what they're doing is they're drawing that defense in, and those guys are making shots. Secondly, I think we learned a lot of things about our team last weekend, and we showed that we can rebound against a bigger Georgia team as a collective group. We need to continue that and win the rebounding battle, especially on the defensive end. and eliminate Texas A&M from getting second opportunities. On the offensive end, we need to fly to the offensive glass, get extra possessions. That brings into three big formulas. Number one, you get an opportunity to score again if you get it. Secondly, it ends up drawing fouls, which is a negative for Texas A&M. Not only, it could be a threefold. You draw the foul, you get the offensive rebound, and you get to go to the free throw line. And then also, when you do that, you get some highlight films, and that keeps the jungle alive and engaged.
Coach Pearl so fond of saying the shooting percentage on second shots much higher than that percentage on first shots.
Well, it's astronomical. It is people that watch the game of basketball. Anytime that you get an offensive rebound and you kick it from inside out, the percentages go sky high.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Lineups in the opening tip are next. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Sunday, January 11th to begin a two-game homestand. The Tigers host the Florida Gators at 2 p.m. Central. Tickets are available at aubtix.com. Auburn women's basketball alumni will be welcomed back for the alumni game. It is also the annual We Back Pack game to honor SEC legend Pat Summitt in the fight against Alzheimer's. Make your plans now to see Auburn take on Florida in Neville Arena, Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
The Auburn Spirit. It's what drives champions on the field and in business. At the Harvard College of Business, that same passion shapes the next generation of leaders. With a personalized, hands-on approach, we prepare students for success, whether in the boardroom or big moments in life. Auburn Pride, Auburn Innovation, Harvard College of Business, inspiring business. Visit harvard.auburn.edu to learn more.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting five.
Pettiford, top of the circle. He'll put up a three to tie it. It's good! Good to hide between the circles. Screen from Jovic to the left wing for three. Good.
Anytime you set a screen for Tahad Pettiford, he comes wide open. You better look out because he can shoot it in that hole.
Tahad Pettiford, Jersey City, New Jersey, Hudson Catholic High School.
Murphy ahead for Overton. Drives into the lane to the basket. Good.
Beautifully done. Nice steal by Murphy. Made the outlet pass to Overton, and Overton took it coast to coast all the way.
At the top of the circle to Overton. Had the three, didn't take it. Shot clock at 16. Spins down the lane. Overton, fade away. 8-footer, good.
Beautiful little step back.
Kevin Overton, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman North High School.
Left wing, three ball. Sebastian Williams Adams. Switch, drives to the hole, hangs, shoots, missed it. Tap up and in by SWA. Low post, Sebastian Williams Adams. Back to the basket. Forces his way in. Goes up with the left hand. Score!
Sebastian Williams Adams, Houston, Texas, St. John's High School.
Gets it underneath. Hall up with a left hand. Score! Left side Hall. Three ball Hall. Good. Right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Working outside the lane, now into the lane, bumps his man, gets it back up, and in with a foul!
Nice one-on-one move by Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn Big Girl Hall, Cleveland, Ohio, Jamesport Road.
Shot is up and it rolls around the rim about 5 times at Keyshawn Murphy.
What an effort. What an effort.
Gets a screen from Murphy. Gets to Murphy to the hole. Good. To Murphy at the top. He'll pop a wide open 3. Good.
I think you're seeing the experience of Keyshawn Murphy come out in his late stages of the game.
Keyshawn Murphy, Birmingham, Alabama, Ramsey High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
And one change in the Auburn starting lineup tonight for a second straight game. Caden Magwood gets the start at point for Auburn. 6'2", 175-pound freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky. Played last year at Combine Academy in North Carolina. 3.5 points, a rebound, and 1.9 assists. Magwood got the start at Georgia Saturday, got into early foul trouble, and Tahad Pettiford came in. He played until he fouled out of that ball game, so Magwood gets the second start at point for Stephen Pearl. In his first season at Auburn, his record is 10-5. Auburn 9-5 this season, 0-1 in the SEC. Texas A&M is 11-3 this season and 1-0 in SEC play after a 3-point win in College Station Saturday against LSU. Bucky McMillan out of Birmingham Southern in his first season with Texas A&M. He's 11-3 after 5 more seasons at Samford. His overall record, 110-55. Jakari Lane runs the point. 6-foot senior from Huntsville High School, Lee High School, a transfer from North Alabama, averaging 6.5 points, 1.6 rebounds, 3.4 assists. Three of the other 4 guards include Marcus Hill, a 6'3", 192-pound grad student from Rockford, Illinois, Christian High School, transferred from North Carolina State, started his college career nearby at Southern Union State Community College, where he was a JUCO All-American. He's averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2.2 assists. Rylan Griffin, a 6'5", 181-pound senior from Dallas, Texas, Richardson High School, played both at Alabama and at Kansas. 10.6 points, 2.1 rebounds, 2.8 assists. Ruben Dominguez is one of the best three-point shooters that Auburn will face all season. 6'6", sophomore, 213 pounds, from Puerto Real, Spain. 13.6 points, 2.2 rebounds. He is 49 of 105 from 3, and 88% of his shots are threes. If he has the ball, he's going to shoot a 3 here tonight. And then on the inside, Rashawn Agee, a 6'8", 231-pound grad student from Chicago, Illinois, Bogan Tech, played both at New Mexico State and USC. 13 points and 8.4 rebounds, coming off of a 15-point, 11-rebound win in that game against LSU. Mackenzie Mabako is not in the action tonight for Texas A&M. He would typically be their starting big, but he is done for the season with a foot injury. He is here. He is not dressed out, and he is not playing tonight for Texas A&M. The officials tonight, Courtney Green, Byron Jarrett, and Todd Austin. Well, it's a big ball game for Auburn. I know it's just the second game in SEC play, but when you've lost a heartbreaker at Georgia and you've got Arkansas and Missouri staring you in the face, this ball game for A&M becomes even more important tonight, Randall.
Well, anytime that you play in your own backyard, it's imperative that you bring it. You try to play at what you call the magic level. You play as well as you can play. The jungle, Neville Arena is electric. If you can't get up to play right now, it's really going to be hard for you. But everything is going to go well. The Tigers are going to come out. They'll be quick. They'll play fast, furious, and up-tempo basketball. It'll be fun to watch.
Keyshawn Murphy will jump it up against Rashawn Agee. In the scout today, Stephen Pearl said Agee looks like a linebacker, and he does. He'll jump it up against Murphy. Texas A&M wins the tap, and we'll go to the basket to our right, and we're underway at Neville Arena. Dominguez, top of the circle, hands the ball there to Hill. Around the perimeter goes for Griffin. Griffin inside the arc, Agee, picked up by Murphy, now outside the three-point line. Faces Murphy with 14 to shoot. Finally puts it on the floor, 2 dribbles with the left hand. Backdoor pass, shot is up, it is missed by Hill. and rebounded by Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Give the Aggies one shot, cleared the defensive glass.
Hayden Magwood the other way for Auburn. Top of the circle, Adams. Off the left side, Overton tried to get it underneath the Murphy. It didn't get there. And here's Dominguez the other way. Hill on a drive to the basket for A&M. He lost it out of bounds. Touch last by Auburn underneath the basket.
That's good transition defense by the Tigers after the turnover and the knockdown. They got back, defended the basket. Now A&M's got a baseline out of bounds.
Out of bounds, baseline right. Lane will trigger into the corner right side for Hill. To Dominguez, top of the circle. Picked up by Sebastian Williams-Adams. On a curl, it's Griffin. Down to the lane, and it's Agee who puts it up and in.
There's a quick two-man play, give and go. Ooh.
And a turnover for Auburn immediately.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Tigers.
Yep. Lane, left corner, Dominguez three, didn't get it. Rebound, Magwood for Auburn. Lane in his face as the freshman Caden Magwood brings it forward for Auburn. Gets it across midcourt for Murphy. Murphy between the circles. Hands it back to Magwood with 18 to shoot for the Tigers. Tigers trail 2-0, just the start of things at Neville. Inside the arc, Sebastian Williams-Adams at the top. Hall, a three for the lead, didn't get it. Left side of the iron comes off, and Agee rebounds for Texas A&M in the maroon uniforms, white numerals and lettering. Auburn, the home whites, Lane, through the lane to the top. Hill, right side, Agee, puts it on the floor, goes baseline right, outside the lane. 15 to shoot. Agee bumped by Murphy, picks up the dribble, throws it out to the top, 2-on-1 the other way. Sebastian Williams-Adams, and he is stolen. And here's Griffin the other way. Left side, Dominguez. Into the corner, he throws it out of bounds.
Looks like both teams are a little bit nervous this first couple of minutes in the game. Turnovers are galore. They're playing faster than the ball can hardly keep up with them.
3 for Auburn in the first less than 2 minutes of the basketball game.
They're going to press. They're going to run at the dribbler. They do a lot of different things defensively.
Now Murphy was held by Agee but gets the inbound. He brings the ball up the floor to the left wing. Throws it to the top for Williams-Adams, and now Magwood sets up the offense, 20 to shoot. 18 minutes in the first half, 2-0 A&M. Top of the circle, Keyshawn Hall. Drives off the left wing, double team. Top of the circle, Overton. Right side for Magwood. 10 to shoot for the Tigers. Caden puts it on the floor, drives into the lane. Left wing, KO on his birthday, bang!
Oh, I like to see that. Magwood did a really good job, drove it hard to the paint, sucked the defense in tight, and then kicked it out to a wide open three ball for Kevin Overton.
3-2 Tigers on top, lane top of the circle for A&M. Off the right side for Hall. Inside the arc, outside the arc. Now to Dominguez, left wing, top of the circle, Ron and Griffin. Griffin, 12 to shoot, picked up by Overton at the top of the key. Griffin between the legs, dribble, crossover dribble. Lobs it to Agee, right side of the lane. Out to the top, it comes for Hill. Puts it on the floor, drives. 18-footer in the air, good.
Well, that was lucky right there. He was fortunate. The Tigers did a good job defensively, but right at the 2-second mark on the shot clock did they score.
Sebastian Williams-Adams drives forward, kicks it left corner for Overton. Overton, another three. It was blocked. And the rebound pulled in by Agee for A&M, leading Auburn 4-3. 16:51 first half. Hill to the hole, puts it up and gets the reverse layup to fall.
He got a little bit lax on the defensive transition that time and opened up a driving lane, straight line drive for a layup for Texas A&M.
Magwood turns it over. Hill in the lane, goes up. He missed the shot. Rebound, Caden goes down. And Magwood was out of bounds on the baseline, and A&M gets it. Auburn's got to do a better job against this press right now. It is a struggle for the Tigers. A&M goes to Federico.
Well,
Agee comes out.
You want to play in a hurry, and you want to play fast, but you don't want to get in a hurry, and that's the thing that the Tigers are doing. They're trying to rush, and then they're getting too big a hurry, and they're getting outside of their body.
Ali Deba also into the lineup for A&M. A&M ball, Dominguez. Right wing for Lane. Looked into the corner. Pops a three from the right wing and knocks it home.
They are guard-oriented. They really are effective at the guard play. They look to drive it. They look to shoot threes. You cannot leave the basketball.
Magwood to the left wing. Kevin Overton against the press. To the top for Magwood. Magwood top of the circle. Gets a screen from Overton. Tigers trail 9-3. Magwood straight away three ball for Auburn. Short. Air ball out of bounds. And a timeout. 15:58 to go in the first half. A good start for Texas A&M. 9-3. The Aggies lead it. VCOM is tonight's game sponsor. VCOM Auburn is training future physicians to meet the needs of rural and medically underserved communities. Learn more at vcom.edu. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Alabama Power. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
15:58 to go in the first half. Tahad Pettiford gets his first action of the night after not getting into the starting lineup. Tigers trail 9-3. Elijah Freeman also in the lineup, so is Philip Jovich. So the only two starters out there remain Keyshawn Hall and Kevin Overton.
Yeah, the A&M has showed the Tigers 4 different defensive looks right off the bat in the first 4 minutes. The Tigers have got to be able to adjust a little bit quicker and get into their offense.
Lane to Isaacs, back to Isaacs. Down to the baseline for Deba. Deba up with the right hand, he didn't get it. Rebound Keyshawn Hall for Auburn. Brings it up the floor, Tigers trail 9-3. Keyshawn, top of the circle. Crossover dribble down the right side of the lane. Hand goes up, he missed it. He was fouled. He'll go to the line 4-2 for the most frequent free throw shooter in the SEC this season. 96 of 111, and he leads Auburn in both of those categories.
Really like to see him drive it like that, because his body can take the contact, he can absorb the collision, and also try to get a good shot off, and he almost made that.
2 shots for Keyshawn Hall. The first is good.
And it's always good to see him at the free throw line, because he is a terrific free throw shooter and has been all year long.
Federico out. The 6'11 sophomore Jamie Benson is in on the low post. Hall's second free throw is good. Cuts the lead to 9-5 A&M. Aggies 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. Lane, top of the circle. Lobs it low post, an alley-oop attempt for Benson, and he was fouled by Hall. And Benson, 67% from the charity stripe, goes to the line for a couple.
Well, that goes back to one of the keys that I had for the Tigers is to try to stay containment of the guards and keep them out of the paint. That time we lost containment. He got to the middle of the paint and just threw it up to Benson, which is a big guy, to try to dunk it back in.
Sophomore from Austin, Texas. First free throw is missed. Played at Oak Hill Academy in Virginia.
And what poses a problem, once you dribble in there and the defense helps up the floor one step, that opens up the basket for a big guy behind you.
Benson missed both. Rebound out of bounds off of A&M. And A&M back to its bench, and Federico is back into the lineup. 6'11 grad student from Helsinki, Finland.
They're going to pick up their press this time.
Inbound Overton in the backcourt. KO bringing the ball up the floor against Isaacs. Cross midcourt, 4 seconds to spare. Overton, 2 to Tahad Pettiford. Tigers trail 9-5. Pettiford in the center circle, works on Isaacs, who hand checks him twice. Pettiford to the left wing. Out to the top for Overton, shot clock at 6. KO, long 3, logo 3, didn't get it. Rebound, Jovic had a hand on it but couldn't bring it in. Isaacs the other way for A&M. Isaacs, left wing for Deba. Top of the circle for Isaacs. Gets a screen from Federico. Isaacs, right wing for Lane. He'll pop another three. In and out. Rebound, low post, Vincent. Up, missed. Rebound, Clements for A&M. Clements against Freeman. Goes up and scores.
Second opportunities by Texas A&M. They've scored 5 points off the Tigers' turnover, and that time with a second opportunity on a stick back.
11-5, A&M leads it. 14-21 in the first half of play. Hall, right wing three for Auburn. Good.
It's good to see him off to a good start.
He has 5 for Auburn. Cuts the lead to 3. 14-11 in the first half. 11-8, A&M leads it. Lane, right wing for Isaacs. Head fake at 3. Pops another 3. That was good.
Just defensive mistakes right there. We closed out, got away from the shooter, went right by him, and then he ended up ball faking and taking the shot.
Federico in the backcourt in the press against Hall, fouled Keyshawn. And A&M with the foul gives Auburn the ball. 14-0 or 14-8 A&M. 13:54 to go in the first half of play. A&M back to its bench. Marcus Hill is back in, so is Dominguez, their best three-point shooter.
Got to always know where he is because he is so terrific and can really shoot that basketball.
Pettifer working against Pop Isaacs across midcourt. Screen from Hall. Keyshawn left wing. Picked up in a double team. Somebody's got to be open. Pettifer, right wing, Overton. To the top to Tahad. To Freeman. To Tahad. Head fake at 3. 18-footer in the air. Good.
It's good to see Tahad made a good ball fake. His man left the floor, and he just drove right around him, pulled up for a nice 3.
14-10 A&M. Dominguez, open 3, ball right side, good. A&M 17-10. Auburn against the press, the inbound to Jovic. Phillip just bulls his way forward. Kicks it to the corner. Overton, head fake at 3, drives, hangs, shoots, scores.
Really good play by Phillip Jovic that time. Brought the ball down the floor against heavy pressure and made a good assist.
Hill all the way to the basket, tips it in the corner. Jovic is there for Auburn to knock the ball out of bounds.
He is everywhere. He's like Spider-Man. Phillip Jovic is on the floor defensively, leading the break offensively, and made a nice pass to Kevin Overton for that driving layup.
Here comes Simon Walker, freshman for Auburn out of Huntsville. He replaces Overton. Did not see Simon in the game against Georgia on Saturday. A&M ball, the inbound Dominguez, right wing, top of the circle. Dominguez off a screen, back to Isaacs, right wing, pop. Just inside the arc, now back out. Down the right side, Agee against Jovic, spins, goes up, wild shot, got it to fall, and got fouled on the play. I thought he walked.
Well, I thought he had great position. I thought he had his hands straight up and down. He had a verticality. And then offensive guy initiated the contact,
yeah, he sure
but
did.
the foul
we
went
get the replay, and there's no question. He jumped into Phillip. Three-point opportunity for Agee now.
That was picture perfect. That's the way you teach post defense.
Yeah.
Phillip followed the rules.
And Agee makes the three-point play.
Just came up a little short there.
20-12. 8-point lead for A&M. Auburn against the press. Hall across midcourt for the Tigers. Hall on the wing outside the arc. Works on Agee. Pops a 3 against Agee. Knocked it home and got fouled by Agee.
What a three-point shot and draw the foul. A one-on-one move from behind the arc really gave the Tigers a spark right there. He's got a chance for 4 here, Andy.
Chance to cut the lead in half on this trip down the floor with 12:28 in the first. 20-15, A&M leads it. Auburn led 3-2 since then. A&M has had the lead. Right now 20-15 with 12:28 to go in the first. Hall 2 of 2 from the line tonight. Now 3 of 3. 4-point play for Keyshawn Hall.
Both teams are in the mid-50s in their shooting percentage. Somebody's going to have to emerge as a defensive stopper here.
A&M is 3 of 5 from 3. Isaacs picked up. Now to Agee. Drives to the basket. Kicks it into the corner. Hill for 3. Long air ball, missed it. Rebound Freeman. And they got Freeman for a push. Nope. Yep, they sure did. They got Freeman for a push on the rebound.
I got blocked out. It was on the opposite block from where I could see. It didn't look like it. I thought it was an air ball, going to be a transition basket for the Tigers.
It was a terrible shot, but not a smart foul by Freeman. He did it right in front of the official. Out of bounds, baseline left for A&M. 12-10 in the first, 20 in the shot clock for the Aggies. Wonder if they'll make sure, are they going to make sure that there's not more time on the shot clock? It's 20. All right, that makes sense. It never did. It didn't come close to the rim, did it?
No.
Isaacs.
That's what you call NBA, nothing but air.
Hill, left wing. Out to the top. There's a steal. Freeman with a breakaway. To the basket.
He
Lays
made
it
up
in.
for it. That team really made up for that. Freeman did. Run through the pass and went and laid it in.
2-point lead. 20-18 A&M. Tigers on a 6-0 run. Hill picked up by Jovic. Knocks the ball away. Phillip goes diving for the ball and knocked it out of bounds.
Unbelievable effort. Phillip Jovic is everywhere.
Timeout on the floor. 11:48 to go in the first. Texas A&M 20, Auburn 18. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn women's basketball returns home Sunday, January 11th to begin a two-game homestand. The Tigers host the Florida Gators at 2 p.m. Central. Tickets are available at aubtix.com. Auburn women's basketball alumni will be welcomed back for the alumni game. It is also the annual We Back Pack game to honor SEC legend Pat Summitt in the fight against Alzheimer's. Make your plans now to see Auburn take on Florida in Neville Arena, Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Central. War Eagle.
Brad Law back at Neville Arena as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard before we resume play. After the first two finals of the day in the SEC, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina all 1-1. That's because Florida beat number 18 Georgia 92-77. Gators steamrolled the Bulldogs in the second half en route to the win. And South Carolina was able to hang on at LSU, built a gigantic first half lead and survived a furious comeback. Gamecocks win it by 10, 78-68. That's the Yellowwood scoreboard update. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
16 on the shot clock for A&M, 11:48 in the first. Auburn right now on a 6-0 run. The Tigers have hit their last 5 field goals, and it's a 20-18 lead for Texas A&M. Jakari Lane across midcourt. Picked up at the top by Simon Walker for the orange and blue. Lane picks up the dribble. Throws it left side for Agee outside the arc, right back to Lane. At the top, it's Dominguez, and a logo three that he missed. Rebound, though, to Isaacs. 2 pots up a three. He missed it. Rebound, Hall. Chance to tie it right here, take the lead. Hall drives to the hole, kicks it into the corner. Tahad, three, boom!
It's a nice penetrating pitch by Keyshawn Hall. The Tigers have done much better when they push the basketball up the floor quicker, trying to find the open guy, advancing the ball on the pass.
9-0 run and a lead for Auburn. 11:06 in the first. Lane all the way to the hole. He put it up. He missed it. Rebound Freeman. But before he fouled Lane. That'll be the second foul on Elijah. Stephen Pearl not real thrilled with the officiating right now, friends.
That was a little unfortunate. I thought Elijah had the inside position on that.
He did have it. Randall?
But I don't know, he tried to pushed off, or the guy.
I'm not sure Lane was even in the act of shooting, but he's at the line for 2. Lane 100% from the charity stripe this season. And he remains with that free throw. Ties the game at 21. Out of Huntsville, Lee High School, played at North Alabama, where he was the ASUN Freshman of the Year back in 2023. Isaacs checks back out of the lineup. Ali Deba is back in. Lane can give A&M the lead, and he does.
They're going to pick up again full court. They're doing 2 different things. They're pressing on the inbounds. Once you inbound the ball, they're looking to run or chase after the basketball, double teaming it, trying to get it out of Tahad's hands. This time they're going to jump into a zone after the press.
Pettiford at the top, head fake at 3, left wing 3 in the air, didn't get it. And the rebound, Dominguez for A&M, leading Auburn 22-21. Lane drives, low post, Agee, whistle, foul. It's going to go against Tahad Pettiford on the drive by Lane.
Just another way, they just are a Lane has really got that start-stop dribble against Tahad, and in between that, they made contact, and the official end up making the call against Tahad.
Lane inbounds to Deba, right back to Jakari Lane. Now to Dominguez, left wing for Deba. Head fake at 3, picked up, or rather loosely. That's Agee out there, picked up by Jovic. Backs his way in, spins to the basket, and he scores.
Just took him one-on-one. Now they're going to jump the press again. We got to really be careful with our passes.
Goodness gracious, holding Pettiford, who breaks out of that hold. Now brings it forward for Auburn. 23 to shoot for the Tigers. Auburn trails by 3, 24-21. Keyshawn Hall, Auburn's leading scorer with 9. Top of the circle. Down the left side of the lane, spins and turns it over. Deba with a steal. Deba off the left side, and Walker steps in front. Ahead to Pettiford. To Hall, no. Pettiford 3, no. And the weak side rebound comes to Dominguez.
Really nice defensive play by Simon Walker that time to give the Tigers an extra possession.
Drive by Deba, and he puts it in. And A&M leads it by 5, 26-21. Hall up the floor for the Tigers. To Tahad between the circles, now drifts out left side. Picked up by Deba there. There's a screen from Jovic. Tahad down the lane, turned it over. Dominguez ahead. Deba to the hole against Overton. Put it up and out of bounds. Overton deflected the ball out of his hand. And A&M has it, leading Auburn by 5, 26-21. 9:22 in the first half. Sebastian Williams-Adams is in, so is Keyshawn Murphy for Auburn. It's Walker, Pettiford, Murphy, Overton, and Sway for Auburn. Dominguez in the left wing. At the top, it's Clements. Kicks it on the wing for Deba. Now Jakari Lane with 15 to shoot. Backs up near the center circle. Drives it left side. Into the corner. Head fake at 3 by Deba. Tops into the corner. And out of bounds. Josh Holloway.
Defense is pretty good for the Tigers. We just got to stop giving away possessions. We've got 7 turnovers. Yeah. Let's get a shot each time down. They're starting to handle this press a lot better by getting the ball up the floor a little bit quicker.
Murph on a drive to the hole. Left wing, Sebastian Williams. At the top of the circle, Tahad Pettiford. 18 to shoot for Auburn. Pettiford backs up. Murphy, top of the circle. Backdoor Overton to the hole. He missed it. Tap up and in, Sebastian Williams. But they're going to say he was in the cylinder.
Oh, boy. That was an outstanding effort by Sebastian Williams-Adams that time on the miss.
Hey, that wasn't it. Auburn needs to challenge that. Auburn needs to challenge it, and it will. That ball was not in the cylinder. You have a challenge now, and each team now has a replay monitor that they can check and then ask for the challenge. And we got the replay, and it sure looks like Sebastian Williams-Adams' hand, and the ball was outside.
From the angle that we saw, the ball looked like it was off the rim.
Yeah.
What a play. Ooh. It was such an effort play. It's always disappointed to take away a great effort play by Williams-Adams on that play going to the offensive glass.
Tonight's first half presented by Southern Union, conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn. Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Courtney Green, Byron Jarrett, Todd Austin gather around the replay monitor to check on what was called a goaltend on Sebastian Williams-Adams. Our replay sure looked like that ball was outside the rim when he tapped it in on the right side.
It sure did. Off the angle that we got, it certainly is a no-brainer, but I'm not sure what they'll come up with if they have a over-the-head view of the ring. I do not know.
That's a good point, Randall. 26-21 A&M, 8:47 to go in the first half. And now the three officials gather, and it's good. Sebastian Williams-Adams gets the bucket.
Well, that's always a good sign. And I think
after
that
review,
any time that
the basket has been counted.
Glad they have the challenge.
And the coach will retain his timeout.
Yeah. Well, if you challenge and your challenge isn't good, then you lose a timeout in the process.
Yes, and that's it. That's really important. And there's so many possessions in this game up to this point. There are going to be a lot more. It's good to win that.
Yes, indeed. 26-23 A&M, 8:45 on a counting clock. First half of play. Josh Holloway walks it across midcourt. 6'1" senior. Take that junior out of Memphis. Holloway looks left, gets the ball to Dominguez there. Off the right side for Pop Isaacs to Dominguez. 13 to shoot. Now Isaacs with a screen. Picked up by Walker in the switch. Isaacs against Walker. On the wing. Head fake. Gets the ball to the top for Dominguez. Long three by Dominguez. Didn't get it. Rebound Walker for Auburn.
Well, he stuck his nose in there and got to hold that ball that time.
He drives. Open 13-footer. Good!
Oh, I like the way he's playing. He's playing tough, aggressive defense. And he made a nice little teardrop that time, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Almost a floating yogi.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's got that in his game, but I'll tell you that was a good play by him, and it was a better play by him coming up with a defensive board, went in between two different Texas A&M players to retrieve that defensive glass.
Jamie Minson into the lineup along with Rylan Griffin. Clements, they stopped play because Clements had lost his shoe. He goes to the bench. 1 point A&M lead, 26-25, 8:07. First half of play. Holloway against Todd Pettiford. Into the key. Off the left side for Griffin. Griffin against Walker. Lobs it right side for Isaacs. Picked up in a switch by Murphy. Isaacs goes baseline, gets cut off. Into the corner. Open three ball, Deba. Good.
They threw the ball from one baseline to the other. The Tigers have got to do backside rotation on that and cover that where he's unable to make that pass. That's
Pettiford in the backcourt. Lobs it ahead. Left wing for Overton. On the left wing. 20 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers trail by 4. 29-25. 7:25 in the first. Top of the circle, Murphy. Keyshawn now to Pettiford. Shot clock at 10. On a curl, Walker. Back to Tahad. Shot clock at 6. Off the left wing, Walker. Head fake at 3. Pops a 3. Walker missed it long. Rebound. Comes to Sebastian Williams-Adams. Goes up and scores!
What a unbelievable battle he won that time on retrieving the offensive board and sticking it back in. And holy smokes, don't you think he got fouled?
I do. But he showed some strength to get that one in. Isaacs, Deba, left corner, another 3 ball. Missed it, air ball. Weak side rebound, Pettiford weaves his way through traffic. Up the floor, down the right side of the lane. Hang, shoots, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple. As he crashes into the standard below the basket. And it takes us to the 6:43 mark of the first half. And Pettiford will shoot 2 when we come back. 6:43 in the first, A&M 29, Auburn 27. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise, that is. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up here again, looking all delicious with your fresh all-beef patties, melty cheeses, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch. When I want you, you're nowhere to be found. And now you're back? Aw, get in here. We just missed you, that's all. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back for a limited time and harder to resist than ever. Download the app. What a burger!
Hey Auburn fans, if you're a nursing mother, wounded veteran, special needs family, or caring for an elderly loved one, Snazzy is here to support you. This season, snag free parking passes for select families at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Plus, Snazzy gives away a VIP package every home game. Nominate someone in these groups at snazzy.org. Everything Snazzy does is thanks to Carrier, the inventors of modern air conditioning. Head to snazzy.org now to learn more and apply. Snazzy, accessibility for all.
Back to Neville Arena for more Auburn basketball.
Todd Pettiford goes to the free throw line for Auburn. 6:43 to go in the first half. Tigers trail 29-27. Understand that Philip Jovic went to the Auburn locker room. Don't know exactly what the trouble is for Philip. I don't think he has returned to the Auburn bench. We'll try to get you an update there.
Boy, he was off to such a good start. He was fun to watch play. He was involved in every play.
He was a disruptor, wasn't he?
He was on both ends of the court.
At the line for the Tigers, Todd Pettiford, 83% from the stripe this season.
It's good to see the Tigers get back to the free throw line. We've only been there like, 3 times. This is our 4th attempt in about 16 minutes.
Keyshawn Hall had hit the only 3 attempts for Auburn until that make by Todd Pettiford, who's going to come out, I think, if he makes this free throw, and Caden Magwood will come back in at the point. And Todd makes both.
The big time in this 6:43 on the clock. Tigers finally here tied it up. Got a chance to get a shutout, go down and get ahead, and stay ahead the rest of the night would be a good game plan.
Tied at 29, 6:40 in the first. Holloway off the right wing, picked up by Murphy out there. He drives on Murphy to the free throw line, left wing. Head fake Griffin, kicks it left side, Holloway, he walked. And that is the 5th turnover for A&M. Auburn was 7, make that the 6th, I apologize.
After that timeout, Texas A&M was trying to run a set play off the double high, what they call the horn set, where they have the 2 high posts up around the elbow. On a handoff, they end up shuffling their feet.
Magwood brings it up the floor against Lane. And across midcourt, Tigers and Aggies tied at 29. Auburn's largest lead in this first half, 1 on 2 occasions. Magwood, right side Hall. Keyshawn puts it on the floor, drives. Step back, head fake at 3. Ball batted right back at him, 10 to shoot, drives. Goes up with the left hand, missed it. Got his own rebound, goes back up. And it was knocked out of his hand. Looked like he was hit on the wrist by Lane. Auburn keeps the ball with 17 to shoot. 6:02 in the first.
It's a really good effort by Keyshawn that time. He stayed with it. He missed the shot, but he retrieved his own rebound.
Inbound to Hall. Left side of the circle. Working against Griffin. 2 Overton on a curl. 13-footer. It was blocked. He got it back. 9 to shoot. Overton down the lane. Fade away. Off the glass. No! Rebound.
Yeah.
Stepparino by Murphy gives Auburn a 2-point lead.
What a slam dunk off a rebound by Keyshawn Murphy. Maybe that'll spark this crowd again and also give the Tigers a boost momentum-wise.
Griffin, top of the circle, Auburn by 2. Right wing Isaacs, picked up by Overton. Behind the back dribble, gets him down the lane. He shoots and scores.
They really like to attack by the guards. They open that floor up where the guards can get the ball to the middle of the floor.
Oh, man. Magwood got hit in the face by Lane inadvertently. Ahead, Sebastian Williams-Adams to the hole. Went up for a dunk, and he was fouled.
What a play, but that young rising star, Sebastian Williams-Adams, took it from the midcourt line. 2 real long dribbles and went to the goal to dunk it. They had to foul him or he was going to tear the rim out of the backboard.
Ali Deba called for the foul. And Sebastian Williams-Adams is at the line for 2. It's been a struggle for Sway at the charity stripe. He's 46% this season.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen that basket go down and get the call.
There you go. First of 2. good.
There you go.
Nothing but nylon.
Reward yourself, big
Sebastian.
fella, because you made such a great effort. He's made 2 outstanding plays in this first half. That offensive rebound stick back in between 3 Texas A&M defenders a minute ago was good, and that time he would have lifted the roof off Neville Arena if he'd have made that dunk.
He's given Auburn a 1-point lead. He missed the second free throw, and A&M has it. Auburn by 1, 32-31, 5:06 in the first. Jakari Lane, left wing for Isaacs. Picked up by Overton on the wing. Inside the arc, it's Agee. Puts it on the floor, tries to drive on Murphy. Bangs into him 3 times. Goes up. He walked. Short in. Auburn ball. 7th turnover against Texas A&M. Hall, Overton, Magwood, Sway, and Murphy for Auburn.
Got to be careful right here. They're going to press. When Magwood's in the game, they look like they've changed their defense. Not only they'll press hard, try to make it tough for him to get the ball in, but once they get in, they're going to run at him.
Inbound to Hall. Double teamed ahead, Sebastian Williams at him. Yeah, try and get in front of that guy. Across midcourt. Now to Magwood between the rings. Against Lane on the right wing. Left hand pass, bounce pass, Hall. 16 to shoot against Dominguez. Gets cut off on the left side by Isaacs. Kicks it to the top, to the right wing for Magwood. 9 to shoot. Caden, free throw line. Left wing, loses it, gets it back to Overton. Overton down the lane at the buzzer, didn't get it. Rebound, out of bounds. Off of A&M, Auburn ball. Auburn keeps it.
Kevin, Overton had a clock in his head that time. Ended up seeing the shot clock running down, took it hard to the basket, just missed the layup, but fortunately, the Tigers got it back.
20 to shoot for Auburn. Murphy left corner, Overton right. Hall will trigger baseline left. Into the corner, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Murphy top of the circle, Magwood. 16 to shoot. Left wing, Keyshawn Hall. Works against Clements. 3 ball. Hall. Nope, but he was fouled by Clements. And now Hall goes to the line for 3. He has 99 made free throws this season. He gets 3 cracks to get to 100 or more right here.
And everybody on the scouting report knows he's such a threat from behind that 3-point line. They crowd him, and he gets to the line on a 3-point shot a lot this year.
First free throw, 100 this season for Keyshawn Hall. Hall off to a good start with 10 points tonight. Tigers lead by 2. He'll get 2 more free throws, will Keyshawn? Yes.
Got to stretch this lead on out. If we win this next defensive possession, you've got a media timeout. You've got a chance to go back, get a little bit more fuel in your body, because you're going to have it as high octane as this game is.
Hall knocks home all 3. 35-31 Auburn, 4:04 in the first. Left-hand dribble, Jakari Lane switches to the right. Between the legs twice to the right hand. Drives down the left side of the lane, and he scores.
They just weave in or out. They make a kind of a ball screen around that free throw line.
Agee hit Murphy in the head on a screen for Lane. It was not called. The inbound to Murphy against Agee. Blows past Agee. Right side to the lane. Kicks it out to the top to us. Doggone it. A&M ball trailing by 2, 35-33. 3:35 to go in the first half and a timeout. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Where were you when this happened?
Denver Jones up the floor. Auburn's ball. Denver drives, going down, puts it up. He didn't get it. Tap up by Brown. It's good! 1.2 seconds. Inbound Jones from behind midcourt for the win. No good! Auburn won it! Auburn won it! Holy cow!
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
What a game so far, back and forth, first half at Neville Arena. Brad Law courtside, where we'll have Conecuh halftime, 3 minutes and 35 seconds of game action from now. Update the other 3 games in conference play, top 25 teams on the floor outside of the SEC, plus a fairly extensive look around Auburn athletics. That calendar starting to fill up as we get into the new year, plus all the pertinent stats from the first 20 minutes, all coming up on Conecuh halftime. But first, and very exciting final 3:35 of this first half. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey, back to you.
A&M ball with 3:35 in the first. Tigers lead it by 2. A&M, though, has hit 5 of its last 7, shooting 52% from the field in the half. Lane, left wing, double team. Throws it to the top, Dominguez, around Hall. Kicks it to the corner. Head fake Griffin, drives inside, spins, back into the corner. 3 ball, Agee. Nope. Weak side rebound, Griffin, though. Out to the wing for Lane.
Tigers going to come up with that. Another opportunity for Texas A&M.
Lane to the hole, and he was fouled by Overton. Never got in front of Jakari Lane. And Overton picks up the foul. It is his first. And Auburn's 7th of the half.
Really a smart little point guard. He's not very big, but he's very well made body-wise. He can stand the pressure, and he drives in there, and he's quick off the bounce.
First of 2. It is good. He has yet to miss this season.
Well, he plays with an enormous amount of confidence, and he is certainly the catalyst and been a big part of this first half for Texas A&M.
Coming off a season-high 5 rebounds against LSU, he knocks home both. And the game is tied at 35 with 3:11 in the first. Agee out, and Vincent back in on the low post for Texas A&M.
They do a lot of substituting, and don't forget that they score 43 points off from the bench on the average of this season.
Inbound Murphy now to Pettiford, back in at the point for Auburn. Got to get the ball up the floor. Tahad across midcourt with 3 seconds to spare. Coming up on the 3-minute mark of the first half, tied at 35. Tahad, right wing. Sebastian Williams-Adams to Murphy at the top. Left wing for Overton. Down the left side, Hall spins, goes up, and scores with a foul on the play.
Really nice play.
Keyshawn Hall, a chance for the and one.
Great call by the staff after that timeout on a set play of a cross screen for Keyshawn Hall. He had the angle, and his defender was behind him. They got him the basketball. He is so hard to guard because he can score from 3 levels behind the three-point line, right at the basket, and also from the free throw line.
And he's back at the line. He has 14 points in the first half for Auburn. Free throw by Keyshawn. Good.
He is just hard to guard, and he's glad that he's got a Tiger uniform on.
Hard to guard him in the yard, that's for certain. Hill between the circles. Bounce pass, Rylan Griffin. Lobs it to the top for Agee. Against Murphy. To Isaacs. Has to run down the ball at the center circle. Drives, got a screen. Throws it, ball deflected out of bounds by Keyshawn Hall. Good job by Keyshawn to get in that pass lane.
I thought the Tigers in one segment they dropped back and played containment defense. They weren't as aggressive. They've returned back their aggressive style up on the basketball, which opens up a little bit, making you more susceptible for the hard drive to the basket by Texas A&M.
38-35 Auburn, 11 to shoot for A&M, 2:31 in the first. They will trigger down the left sideline near the corner. Isaacs will do it. Isaacs inbounds to Dominguez. At the top, it's Griffin. Penetrates into the lane, up from about 7. It's good. Auburn backed off for a second, and Griffin made him pay.
He sure did. When you pressure them and they get it to the midline, they're athletic enough they can get up over the top of you.
Auburn throws it ahead. Murphy to the hole. Jams it with the right hand.
That's a good way to break that press, is throw over the top and get behind it.
40-37 Tigers. Griffin, head fake at 3. Left wing for Isaacs. Shot clock at 18 for A&M. Tigers lead it by 3. 2 minutes in the first. Rylan Griffin drives it into the lane, kicks it into the corner. Now to the wing for Isaacs. Dominguez, left wing, penetrates, pull up from about 7, short. Rebound, Pettiford for Auburn. Tigers look to break.
We're in transition right now, finding that open shooter.
Tahad outside the arc, goes left wing, Sebastian Williams. Adams launches a 3, got it!
Oh, that's Auburn Tiger basketball right there. Push it in transition. Let the shooter come wide open, and Sebastian Williams Adam buried that 3.
43-37, they come to their feet at Neville Arena. And a timeout called by Texas A&M. 1:25 in the first. Auburn has hit its last 3, including a 3 from Sebastian Williams Adams, just his 3rd 3 this season. Tigers lead at 43-37.
That was outstanding. Really good play by Williams Adams that time. He caught it in rhythm, just like you teach on the floor. You don't mind if any player taking a shot as long as their feet is set and they're in rhythm with their body. He was, and he buried that, and he looked good doing it.
Yes, he did. Auburn now 5 of 12 from 3. A&M 4 of 12 from 3. A&M 14 of 28 from the field. Auburn 14 of 26. In what has been a very entertaining first half. Fast break baskets, Auburn 8, A&M 2. And remember, this is an A&M team that wants to run.
They sure do. They're averaging, 94 points a game. They're really getting up and down. They're getting about 43 points from the bench. They play a lot of different players. It's fast and furious. Defense is the big key for the Tigers because we are proven that we're scoring. We're in rhythm offensively. We just got to get more stops and stretch this lead on out. About 3 more possessions left in this first minute 25. We need to win 2 of these right here. Go in with a lot of confidence at halftime.
43-37 Auburn. A&M ball, Jakari Lane between the circles. Gets a screen, gets 2 as a matter of fact. Back to the top for Dominguez. Left wing for Isaacs. Top of the circle, Agee, right back to Isaacs. Inside the arc, down the lane, stripped out of there, Sebastian Williams Adams. He runs it down with Hall, lobs it, Hall dunks it, alley-oop!
Holy cow, up and away on a 2-on-1, alley-oop dunk by Keyshawn Hall.
Auburn 45, A&M 37, A&M ball. Lane right wing, 54 seconds and a half. Top of the circle, Isaacs, right wing for Lane. Picked up by Murphy, got him in the air, back out to the top for Isaacs. Isaacs, open 3, right side, no. Rebound Murphy for Auburn. 40 seconds in the half, Auburn ball leading 45-37.
Will we go 2 for 1 right here?
Pettiford, Williams Adams. He had a 3, he didn't take that one. Gets the ball back to the top, Pettiford, shot clock at 17. Tigers lead 45-37, biggest lead of the half for either team. Pettiford got a screen. Inside the arc, left wing 3. No, it's short. Rebound Agee, they can work for a final shot.
Win this defensive possession right here and go in sky high at halftime, recharging your batteries, refuel, get ready for this second half.
Final 9 seconds of the first half, Lane between the circles, drives all the way to the basket, got bumped and he missed it. Rebound Hall, ahead. Pettiford, he got hit in the face.
Yes, on the shot.
He got hit in the face by Agee, and that'll put him at the free throw line.
Was it behind the 3 line or was it on a 2?
I think it was inside the line. They've got to make sure that the foul occurred before the clock went to zeros.
What a terrific.
If it did, it will be a 1-and-1 for Tahad Pettiford.
Unbelievable sequence by the Auburn Tigers that time, defending the pressure of the drive at Texas A&M, retrieving the basketball and having the mindset to toss the ball.
All right, are they going to review the time? Well, I'll tell you what we will do. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. All right, we're watching the replay. It appears to me he's in the act of shooting when he got hit in the face, I think, hit in the face. Now, what we could not see on the replay was there any time on the clock when it happened? And does it even matter if he was hit in the face before or after?
Depends on, they're going to shoot 2 or 3. They're going to shoot 3. It's
they're
behind the 3-point line.
Okay.
What?
Oh, baby.
What an opportunity for the Tigers.
We have a 3-point shot attempt foul. Auburn will be shooting 3 shots with 0.6 on the clock.
All right, so Pettiford goes to the line for 3. for Auburn with 0.6 to go in the first half. The foul was against Agee, his second foul.
Big difference of being up 8 and being up 11.
Pettiford at the line for 3. First. Yes. Auburn does not have anybody on that side of the floor other than the shooter, Tahad Pettiford. And now Kevin Overton just inside midcourt. Second free throw. Swish.
Really good rhythm by Tahad Pettiford with 0.6 left.
Clements in, Griffin out. They've got 0.6 seconds to work with. Let's see if Pettiford can knock home the third. He missed it. Oh, he got his own rebound, went up for a shot, missed it. And the first half comes to a close, and Auburn closes the half on a 9-0 run. What a first half.
What a performance by the Tigers. They were relentless. Defensively, they got better, but they scored that basketball under heavy pressure.
Last 3:11 of the half, Auburn went on a 12-2 run. Our score at the break, Auburn 47, Texas A&M 37. It's time now for Conecuh halftime, and here is Brad Law.
All right, everybody hydrate and get ready for the second half. A physical first 20 minutes and the high-scoring, high-flying Auburn Tigers. They did it from the 3 line, they did it from the foul line, and they went up and away a little bit too in that first half. Okay, Conecuh halftime starts with a check of scores from around the SEC in the top 25 on the Yellowwood scoreboard. One other SEC game in progress now. That's also a 10-point lead for the home team. Number 21, Tennessee, up on Texas, 38-28 on Rocky Top. Finals in the SEC today. Florida pulled away from 18th-ranked Georgia in the second half, turning a 1-point halftime lead into a 15-point final score, 92-77. Gators got the win, so now both Florida and Georgia 1-1 in SEC play. South Carolina rolled out to a 27-point lead at LSU. LSU was able to fight back playing at home in Baton Rouge. They cut it down to 6 at one point in the second half, but South Carolina was able to hang on by 10 on the road in Baton Rouge, 78-68. Gamecocks 1-1. LSU now 0-2 in conference play. A look at top 25 scores outside the SEC. Second-ranked Michigan got by far its toughest challenge.
Auburn assistant men's basketball coach Mike Burgomaster.
I'm so grateful to be able to do what I do on a daily basis. I mean, to have sat on a bench at 2 Final Fours, I can't believe all that we've accomplished here. I look forward to seeing what we'll continue to accomplish, but even stuff as simple as like having run a practice, when other people have been out on the road, or it's still so surreal to me, and I'm so grateful that Auburn is a place where I've been able to grow up and mature and keep contributing to the level that I'm able to do a job that I love every single day.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Back at Conecuh halftime, where the tuition shootout's coming down to the half-court runner. And he made it! He made it! Oh, the tuition shootout from Golden Flake has a winner tonight. Fantastic. In an Isaac Okoro jersey, and he drilled it from half court as time expired. Fantastic. All right, welcome back to Conecuh halftime. Auburn leads Texas A&M 47-37. Let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard again outside the SEC. Number 7, Houston. Number 14, Texas Tech, tied at 31 near the half in Houston. Oklahoma State on top of number 20, UCF, 85-75. They're near the halftime, or they're near the half there in Stillwater. And at number 22, Kansas leads TCU at the half in Lawrence, 41-36. Earlier tonight, 6th-ranked Duke held off number 20 Louisville on the road in ACC action, 84-73. Time to take a look around Auburn athletics now. It is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Tiger Talk returns Thursday night, 6 p.m. across the network, live from Baumhauer's Victory Grill in Auburn. Joining Coach Pearl will be gymnastics coach Jeff Graba, and head football coach Alex Golish makes his Tiger Talk debut. We hope you will join us either on the air or at Baumhauer's Victory Grill Thursday at 6 for Tiger Talk. Women's basketball back in action Thursday as well. Tigers clash with second-ranked Texas. Tip-off is 7 p.m. in Austin. Friday, cross country continues its indoor season at UAB's Blazer Invitational. Back home, gymnastics opens its season against NC State Friday night at 7. It is one of only 2 home meets for the Tigers in the month of January. This weekend, both men's and women's tennis are at home against Bellarmine. Men's Saturday, 10 a.m., 2 p.m. The women's Sunday at 11 a.m. Men's hoops here at home Saturday at 5 against Arkansas. The women host Florida Sunday at 2 p.m. More info, tickets for all of it at auburntigers.com or the tickets tab on the
can be all you can be at GoArmy.com.
A&M ball, Jakari Lane between the circles. Gets a screen, gets two as a matter of fact. Back to the top for Dominguez. Left wing for Isaacs. Top of the circle, Agee, right back to Isaacs. Inside the arc, down the lane, stripped out of there. Sebastian Williams at him. He runs it down with Hall. Lobs it. Hall dumps it. Alley-oop.
Holy cow. Up and away on a 2-on-1. Alley-oop dunk.
Got 4 rebounds plus an assist to go with it. Auburn leads Texas A&M by 10, 47-37. It was tied at 35 with 3:11 to go in the first half. And then over that final 3 minutes and 11 seconds, the Tigers went on a big run to lead it by 10. So here are the numbers. They're brought to you by SeatGeek. Auburn basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so that you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace of Auburn basketball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek. Auburn shot 53.5% from the floor. Tigers were 15 of 28. Auburn made 5 of its 13 triple tries and 12 of 14 at the free throw line. Auburn was plus 7 at the free throw line in the first half. For Texas A&M, the Aggies didn't shoot poorly. They were 14 of 30 for nearly 47%, but they only hit 4 of 13 threes. Auburn's perimeter defense has been solid, and the Aggies got to the line 7 times, made 5 of them. Rebounding, an edge for Auburn, 17-13. Texas A&M came in averaging over 21 assists per game. Auburn limited the Aggies to just 4 assists. And again, the perimeter defense has been very good for Auburn against Texas A&M tonight. Some of the other team numbers: points off turnover early. Auburn gave it away 4 times in the first 4 minutes. After that, the rest of the half, only 4 turnovers. The teams each had 8 turnovers. Auburn, though, doubled up Texas A&M in points off turnovers, 14-7. Points in the paint, +2 for Auburn. Second chance, +3. Fast break, tempo in the Tigers' advantage in this game so far. They were 10-2 in favor of the Tigers in fast break points. Some of the individual numbers: Texas A&M played 11 players in the first half. They got balanced scoring. 9 points from Jakari Lane, including 4 of 4 at the free throw line. 7 points for Rashawn Agee. Nobody for Texas A&M made more than Agee's 3 field goals in the first half. They had 4 other guys make 2 each. For Auburn, scoring 17 points, 4 rebounds. Keyshawn Hall, he was 4 of 6 shooting, 2 of 3 from deep, and 7 of 7 at the free throw line. He also led everybody with 4 rebounds, as we mentioned before. Tahad Pettiford, 2 of 5 shooting, 4 of 5 at the free throw line. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist for Tahad. And a +14, plus-minus, the best for the Tigers in that first half for the point guard. All right, other scoring. 8 points for Sebastian Williams-Adams, a perfect 3 of 3 from the field. He also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Also 4 points for Keyshawn Murphy, 5 points for Kevin Overton on his birthday, 2 points apiece for Simon Walker and Elijah Freeman. And all this with Filip Jovic playing only 6.5 minutes in the first half. A very physical, rugged style of play in the first half. Jovic went out about midway through the first half. We did not see him the remainder of the first half, and we do not see Filip out there on the floor warming up now, as we're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. So, again, really balanced play until the final 3 minutes of the first half, when Auburn went on a run. They got back-to-back stops. They made shots from long, from close. They really played well over that final 3 minutes. We'll see if the Tigers can keep that momentum as we start the second half. One more timeout. Thanks for listening to Conecuh Halftime as the fans here come back to their seats at Neville Arena. We take our final halftime break. Second half is next. Auburn 47, Texas A&M 37. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
From the thrill of the game to your own peaceful retreat, all in one game day. The Residences at Arbor Lake in the heart of Auburn combines comfort, connection, and calm. A short drive from the stadium and AU campus, the Residences at Arbor Lake is a 35-acre escape. with stocked fishing lake and private balcony for each unit in the 55-plus apartment community, locally owned and operated. Discover your quiet place. The Residences at Arbor Lake. War Eagle.
Hey, this is DeMarcus Riddick, looking for a street legal golf cart. Diamond Golf Carts has the largest selections in the state, and the store is right off the Opelika Road, closer than you think, with the location in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville. Raising the bar since 2012, golf cart sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Carts is full service for all your golf carts need, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as Easy Go, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCart.com and drive different, drive Diamond.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Halftime at Neville Arena. Auburn 47, Texas A&M 37. We know that Filip Jovic will not play for the rest of the game. Went out at the 12:58 mark. It was the second time he dove in about a 3-minute span. As a matter of fact, it happened right in front of us. Apparently, he injured a knee and left the game, and we've been told he will not play for the remainder of this game. So Auburn will have to do it without Filip Jovic, who was a spark for the short amount of time that he was out there for the Tigers. Auburn 47, A&M 37. Auburn ball. Randall to open the second half. What's a quick key for the Tigers?
Do the same thing you did in the first half. Defend Ruben Agee, the 3 leading scorers. Dominguez has only got 1 3. And also the lefty Marcus Hill, got to do a good job on him. Defensively is the key. Keep the ball out of the paint. Get out and run and go score.
Pettiford starts the second half at the point. He gets across midcourt. We're underway. Auburn up by 10, 47-37. Mid lane, Sebastian Williams-Adams. In the low post for Overton. Spins. Fade away. Good on his birthday.
What a nice way to start the game on a little fadeaway 8-foot jump shot by Kevin Overton.
Scored the first basket for Auburn in the first half. He does the same thing in the second. Tigers lead by 12. 49-37. Lane down the left side on the wing. It's Griffin. Ryland into the corner for Lane. Picked up by Murphy to the top for Griffin. Against Hall into the lane. Spins, walked, and got away with it. Oh, man.
Holy smokes, he was stumbling and bumbling. Looks like they're going to run at the dribbler again.
10-point Auburn lead, 49-39. Dodd Pettiford at the top. Gets the ball to Murph there. Outside the arc, bounce pass to Pettiford. Hall, right side Overton, 3. No, it's long. Rebound Murph, foul.
That was a good pursuit, but the offensive rebound by Keyshawn Murphy. He pursued it, had just a big size advantage on Griffin, and Griffin had to hold him. We end up getting another possession, baseline out of bounds, Tigers.
Inbound Hall. Keyshawn works there against Griffin. Low post, Murph spins, shoots, no. Rebound comes to A&M. Agee with the rebound. Ahead to Lane. Tigers by 10. A&M ball. Agee, top of the circle. Left-hand dribble, spins on Murphy to the free throw line. Throws it right side for Dominguez. Back underneath for Agee. Head fake, and he scores.
That two-man play worked once in the first half. It worked that they ran it again that time, where they isolate one side with just a Agee, and he just rolls to the basket and got an open look.
Auburn breaks the press on the pass, and it's Pettiford all the way to the basket, reverses out off the right wing and sets up the offense with 21 to shoot. He's guarded closely by Lane. Right wing for Overton. Top of the circle, Sebastian. Left wing for Hall. Keyshawn, low post for Murphy. Double team, goes up, missed it. Rebound from Hill. Hill the other way. Tigers by 8, A&M basketball. Marcus Hill, he loses it. Here's Overton the other way with numbers. Pettiford, right-hand hammer!
What a slam dunk, 2-on-1. Great setup by Kevin Overton. Pulled the defense across, made the assist, and Tahad Pettiford flushed it home.
51-41 Tigers, 17:47 in the second. Inside the arc, Agee hands it right back to Rylan Griffin. Down the lane, pull up from about 7, good.
Well, they're really tough. When they get that ball to the paint, they can just do so many things. Their guards can score, they can kick it out. Change their defense again. They trapped the first pass that time.
Sebastian Williams-Adams all the way, got fouled. Yep, got pushed from behind by Rashawn Agee, and that's the third on Agee, and it'll send Sway to the line to shoot 2.
I like the way Sway plays. When he gets the ball, and it looks like the seas just part with that big body coming down the floor. He's going straight to the basket.
You like Moses. 51-40. No one wants to get in front of Moses either. 51-43 Tigers, 17-27 in the second half. Sebastian Williams-Adams at the line for 2, where he is 1 of 2 tonight.
They just sway out of the way.
First free throw is good by the freshman out of Houston. Nearby, not that far from Texas A&M. Hill comes out, so does Agee. Clements into the ball game for A&M, along with Isaacs, who was a spark for A&M in that first half.
Sure
52-43 Auburn, 17-27 in the second half. Second free throw by Sway. And he missed it. Rebound tapped, and it comes to Lane for A&M. Auburn's lead is 9, 52-43. Lane way out on the right sideline. Gets 2 screens picked up by Murphy in the second switch. To Isaacs, top of the key, down the lane. Left wing for Lane. Back to the top for Isaacs, 9 to shoot. Clements, right back to Isaacs on the wing. Top of the circle, Clements, wide open 3. Didn't get it. Long rebound to Griffin. To Clements, back to Griffin. He's open for a 3, and he missed it. And the rebound, Pettiford for Auburn. Tigers can take the lead to double figures again here.
Tigers in transition right now, trying to find the open guy.
Ball to the low post, batted out of bounds by A&M. Auburn will have it, 22 to shoot. Tigers 52, Texas A&M 43, with 16:47 to go in the second half at Neville Arena. Pettiford will trigger left corner along the baseline.
That's really a tough place to throw the basketball inbounds. Under pressure, you're kind of, they call that the coffin corner over there.
Well, they bring Federico in. He's 6'11". Inbound, Hall at the top. Down the right side of the lane. Spins, ball deflected to the baseline for Overton. Right back to Hall. 15 to shoot. Keyshawn got a screen. Hall with 12 to shoot. Down to 10. Pops a 3. Hall, no good. Rebound, Murph back up and in.
Nice play by Murph. They made the switch and put the guard on Murph. His size just was the difference that time. He just retrieved it off the glass and stuck it back in.
Auburn by 11, 16-20, second half. Isaacs, Lane on the perimeter. Inside the arc, back out. At the top, right side, Isaacs, open 3 ball. No, weak side rebound, a Hall for Auburn. Tigers by 11 with the basketball. Keyshawn, behind the back dribble to the right wing for the Tigers. Between the legs, crossover. Down the right side of the lane, left-handed pass. 3 ball, Sebastian. He didn't get it, rebound Overton. Back to the top, Pettiford. Auburn by 11 with a second crack here. 15 to shoot for the Tigers. Pettiford on the sideline, left side against Lane. Looks to the bench. Bounce pass. Sebastian Williams-Adams. Murphy at the top. Open 3. No. And the rebound to Dominguez. Ball deflected away. Here's Isaacs the other way for A&M. Lane at the top. Left wing, Dominguez, that is.
Done a good job on him. We need to stay on him, not leave him at all.
Isaacs down the lane against Murphy. Goes up, and Murphy blocked it. Ball saved by Overton. Ahead Pettiford. Ahead to Hall. To the hole. Spins and got fouled. And let's hope he's all right. He looked a little gimpy on that spin. He's okay. He'll go to the line for a couple after our first media timeout. 15-19 in the second. Auburn 54, Texas A&M 43. VCOM is tonight's game sponsor. VCOM Auburn training future physicians to meet the needs of rural and medically underserved communities. Learn more at vcom.auburn.edu. That's vcom.edu. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show. We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
My perfect day has sand, salt, water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
15-19 to go in the second. Auburn 54, Texas A&M 43. Welcome back to Neville Arena along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. Well, we've got a dandy Tiger Talk for you Thursday night at Baumhower's Victory Grill starting at 6 on the Auburn Sports Network. Auburn football coach Alex Golish makes his debut on the Tiger Talk Thursday night. Stephen Pearl, and we'll talk gymnastics with Jeff Graba. The Tigers open the season Friday at 7 against NC State right here at Neville Arena.
Well, the Tigers are off to a pretty good start. In the first 4 minutes, they've held Texas A&M 0 for 3 from the three-point line. Yep. No free throws at 42% shooting, which is pretty good, but the
first of 2 by Hall is good.
Defense is the key for the Tigers. They're just continuing to swarm Texas A&M Aggies, coming up with all the 50-50 balls, and they're starting to advance it down the floor, turn it into transition baskets or getting fouls.
Second free throw good by Hall. Tigers up 56-43, 15-14 second half of play. Lane off a screen at the top, picked up by Elijah Freeman. Simon Walker back into the lineup for Auburn as well. Down the left side, it's Agee against Sebastian Williams-Adams. Back out to the top for Griffin, 12 to shoot. Griffin drives, gets bumped, low post Isaacs. Into the corner for Agee and a 3. So good. Weak side rebound though. A&M and Deba goes back up and he scores.
Just had a mismatch that time. He was a little bit taller than Tahad on that rebound.
Hall will ring up the floor against Deba. Across midcourt with 23 seconds on the shot clock, back to Pettiford. Tahad works against Jakari Lane to the left sideline. Bounce pass for Walker. Simon to Sebastian Williams-Adams. Back to Simon on the wing. Into the corner. Hall. 3 in the air. Got it!
Oh, what a splash from the deep corner. A set play called by the bench. Set Keyshawn Hall up for a shot, and what an assist by Simon Walker.
59-45 Tigers. Deba goes down, and a timeout called by A&M. Why is that not a travel? Because he went down to the floor. It isn't. A&M keeps it with 14-16 to go in the second half and a timeout. Discover exceptional service with SmartBank, your premier choice for personalized banking solutions in the heart of Auburn. From the tip-off to the final buzzer, they support your financial goals. Come see what's so smart about SmartBank. SmartBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Auburn 59, Texas A&M 45. This is the Auburn Sports Network. On the court, a perfect assist sets up success. That's what the Ford F-150 truck can do for you. Whether you're up against a deadline or taking some time to unwind, F-150 delivers the power, capability, and reliability you need to make every play. From the worksite to the campsite, it's game on in the Ford F-150. This is Andy Burcham. For great offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey
Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Brad Law, Neville Arena, quick check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Number 21, Tennessee, pulling away from Texas in Knoxville, 56-33, all Vols, as they play with 17 minutes to go in Houston, 7th-ranked Houston. Number 14, Texas Tech, Cougars over the Red Raiders, 37-33, 17.5 to go. Back to Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
A&M out of bounds, baseline left, Tigers lead 59-45. A&M ball, AG top of the circle. Looks right, picks it up. Has to go back to the left for Lane. Lane gets a screen inside the arc, steps back, pops a three, and he missed it. Rebound Lane in the lane. Down to the baseline, left side, Rylan Griffin. Griffin inside the arc. Gets double teamed. Goes up. He missed it. Rebound to Hod Pettiford. 59-45 Tigers with the basketball and the lead. Pettiford all the way to the hole, goes up, ball was blocked. Rebound comes to Freeman, open three, long. Rebound tapped. And it comes to Freeman again, down the lane. Kicks it into the corner. Walker, wide open three, short. Got his own rebound. Back to the top for Auburn. Hall kicks it, low post. Freeman up, no foul. Tigers to the line for two.
Tigers just kept rebounding that basketball. There was unbelievable effort. What a series that will be for the highlight at the end of the year. I'm not sure how many times they retrieved it back, but they got plenty of opportunities to score, but I think there were
4 possessions on that trip down the floor.
Really good. That's what you do when something breaks down. You just got to go play basketball and react to what the situation gives.
First free throw from Elijah Freeman is good. By the way, the foul was against Isaacs. Just his first. Tigers up 60-45. Freeman. Rip City.
Well, Simon Walker missed that three, and I swallowed my tongue, Andy. I couldn't believe it. It was a wide open look. I thought it was down, but
61-45, Auburn, biggest lead of the night for the Tigers. A&M has hit one of its last 8 from the field. Deba, top of the circle.
Perimeter defense against A&M is the difference in this half.
AG back to Deba, goes baseline, put it up, and it was blocked. Rebound to A&M. Isaacs in the corner, drives to the hole. Bounce past AG, and he put it in. 11 for AG, and Auburn turns it over off the inbound. Lane, Deba, left wing, Rylan Griffin, open three. That's a 5-point trip down the floor for A&M.
Take care of the basketball and get open. Don't run off.
Inbound, and Auburn turns it over again. Deba to the corner, to the wing, 3-ball, Lane, yes. 8-point trip down the floor for A&M, timeout Auburn. Auburn turned it over 3 times, and A&M cuts the lead to 61-53 with 12:38 to go in the second half of play.
Big turn of events right there. Miscued by the Auburn press offense.
12:38 to go in the second half of play. Auburn 61, Texas A&M 53. Well, we saw what A&M can do from an offensive standpoint. AG was able to get to the basket, and then Auburn turned it over 2 straight times trying to get the ball inbound, and A&M hit 2 straight threes to cut the lead to 61-53.
Well, in most sports, errors come in droves. Once you make that first one, and they just kept turning it over.
Cut the lead in half with that 8 straight points for A&M.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
25 seconds, they scored 8 straight points.
Kind of lost their way a little bit. Good timeout here, regroup, get set up in a press offense and get another option to throw the ball in other than Tahad, because they are just swarming him.
Hall, Pettiford, Freeman, Sebastian Williams, Adams, Simon Walker. That's your Auburn 5. And Walker's going to provide a screen for Pettiford. They get the ball to Tahad, turns it over. Up and in with a foul on the play, Isaacs. Goodness, that's 10 straight points for Auburn, not even getting the ball to midcourt. And Isaacs with a chance for a three-point play. Wow.
Well, I'm a bit speechless on that. I thought after that timeout we kind of executed. Tahad kind of came open, but it was just kind of a lazy, slow bounce pass, and it never got to him.
Isaacs with the free throw. That's 11 straight points for A&M before Auburn can get the ball across midcourt.
Cut it down now to 2-possession game. We've got to fight on our hands to this next segment, to this 8-minute media timeout, because it's a long ways away.
Isaacs out and Holloway is in. And Auburn throws it ahead for Kevin Overton, who drives to the basket and puts it up. He missed it. Rebound Sebastian Williams. Missed it. Rebound A&M. Lane up the floor. Left wing three ball. Didn't get that one. Rebound to Auburn. And here is Hall up the floor for the Tigers. Lost it. Got it back and out of bounds off of A&M. My goodness.
Little fortunate right there.
Holloway out and Dominguez back in for A&M. Their leading scorer has 1-3 tonight. That's all the scoring he has.
Well, they've done a good job, and they cannot let up on that. They've got to continue to keep that on their mind, continue to defend the same way they have throughout the game on him.
11-0 run right now by A&M in a 44-second span. Pettiford off the inbound. To Sebastian Williams-Adams. Working on Federico. Right sideline for Overton. KO lobs it. Hall against Isaacs. Inside the arc, puts it on the floor, drives it, kicks it, left wing. Ball is loose. Ball loose, and it was kicked. And we have a timeout.
Media timeout here.
Yeah. 11:59 to go in the second half. What was once a 16-point lead for Auburn is down to 5. Auburn 61, Texas A&M 56. Your team is your most valuable asset, so ensure that they're protected with the best workers' compensation insurance available. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Defensive statistics are presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Well, A&M's defense has played a factor in the 11-0 run by the Aggies. 3 straight turnovers by Auburn, and A&M went on that 11-0 run, and what was once a 16-point lead for Auburn has been trimmed to 5. Offensively, Auburn just had a new quarterback as the celebrity M. Byron Brown on the court as a celebrity M, signed with the Tigers today out of the transfer portal.
Well, that's good.
Agreed.
Good sized lad right there.
Sebastian Williams-Adams. Auburn trying to break this 11-0 run by A&M. Tigers lead it by 5. Freeman, right side of the circle. Shot clock at 10. Puts it on the floor. Pull up from about 7. Good.
Oh, really nice jump shot and one. The Tigers needed a big possession after that timeout to come out and score right off the bat. Pick up our defense now.
63-56, Isaacs. Auburn with the lead. Agee, straightaway 3. Short, barely drew iron. Rebound to Hall. Keyshawn up the floor against Deba. And across midcourt, 23 on the shot clock. Hall against Deba. Crossover dribble, top of the circle. Spins in the key, down the left side of the lane to the corner. Freeman, 3 in the air. No. Rebound, A&M. And Deba brings it up the floor, passes to Isaacs. Auburn up 63-56, Dominguez, open 3. Good.
Oh, and let him float open on transition right there. We've got to get back to him.
Down to a 4-point Auburn lead, 10:58 to go. Auburn breaks the press, it's Pettiford. Races ahead, inside the arc, free throw line. Now brings it out right wing. Backs it up against Agee. Got to be a mismatch somewhere. Pettiford against Agee. 3 ball, right wing. It's no good. And the rebound and a whistle and a foul on Sebastian Williams-Adams going over the back. .38 in the second. What was once a 16-point lead is down to 4. 63-59, a 14-2 run by A&M. Oh, boy. And Isaacs up the floor for the Aggies. Picked up by Overton just beyond the center circle. Puts it on the floor and drives. Pushed off, brings it top of the circle, picks up the dribble. And he's fouled by Overton. Got Overton in the air, and KO came down on Isaac's back. Second foul on Overton.
Just got to get a little bit of more fire about us. We're in good shape. We're still up 4 points. We've got the momentum. We've got the crowd.
Murphy back into the ball game, replacing Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Just tighten up our defense and stay on Dominguez.
He has it right wing. Dominguez picked up by Freeman. Lost the handle, got it back. Lobs it to Agee against Murphy. 9 to shoot. Spins, head fake again, up and good. 2-point Auburn lead. How can the Tigers stop this? Inbound Pettiford. Races forward to Overton, to the hole. Left-hand hammer.
Oh, that's a good way to break the press. Throw over the top and go dunk it.
Deba the other way for A&M. Auburn leads it 65-61. Drives past Hall. Deba to the hole. Put it up. He missed it. Got it back. Goes back up and scores with a foul on Hall. Third foul on Keyshawn Hall. And Deba at the free throw line, a chance for the 3-point play, which would cut the lead to 1. Federico into the lineup for Texas A&M, replacing, I believe, Agee. Yeah, Agee comes out. And the lead Deba at the line. Senior, a 5th-year senior from Stockholm, Sweden. Transferred from SIU Carbondale. He could cut the lead to 1 right here. And he missed it. And the rebound to Keyshawn Hall. Lobs it ahead for Freeman. Elijah across midcourt, down the lane. Right-hand hammer!
Holy smokes, that was a throwdown right there by Elijah Freeman.
Auburn's lead is 4, 67-63. Isaacs at the top against Freeman. Tigers lead it by 4, 9:21 on a counting clock in the second. Isaacs, left wing double team, picks up the dribble, bounce pass to Federico. Top of the key, now back to the top for Griffin. Ryland inside the arc to Dominguez. Left corner, open 3 ball, Isaacs, good, 1-point game. Auburn was chasing at that time. 67-66 Tigers. Elijah Freeman at the right wing. A&M has hit 4 of its last 5 and down to a 1-point game. Pettiford on the left wing turns it over. A&M ball, Deba on a drive. Left side, Isaacs, another 3. Good. A&M by 2. My goodness gracious. Inbound Pettiford. Turnovers have killed the Tigers in the second half. A&M by 2, 69-67. 6-0 run by the Aggies.
You need to set up here, executor offense, try to dictate where the shot comes from. If not, then somebody's got to go make a good play here.
Pettiford working on Dominguez. Off the right wing for Overton, 8 to shoot. Low post Murphy. Fouled from behind by Ryland Griffin. That'll be his third, I believe. We'll double check that.
Really good play. Murph had a mismatch. Had Griffin on him that time. He just buried him.
That is the third foul on the former Alabama and Kansas guard, Ryland Griffin. A&M to its bench. Marcus Hill will come in for the Aggies, replacing Griffin. Also Federico back to come in on the low post. Auburn's lead, or rather A&M by 2. Inbound to Hall. Drives on Dominguez. Gets bumped, goes up, missed it. Got it back, put it up, missed it. Rebound A&M. Isaacs ahead. A&M by 2 with the ball. Isaacs at the left wing. Bounce pass. Agee runs through Freeman. Ball is still loose. Isaacs left wing 3. Good.
Well, he's an emotional scorer. He was a Big 12 Freshman of the Year at Texas Tech 2 years ago. Isaacs can really put points up quickly. Got to regroup, got to defend.
He's hit 3 threes in the second half. And Texas A&M, which had not led since the 6-minute mark of the first half, goes up 72-67 with 7:52 to go in the second. With East Tigers three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services makes a $25 donation to Outlive, which benefits local cancer patients and treatment centers. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of Fame coaches, all with no delay. $25 new or $10 to reprogram the one you already have. Also, use it for every broadcast of home baseball and softball games this spring, all with no delay. With Live Sports Radio, presented by Alpha Insurance.
Brad Law at Neville Arena as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard. Number 21, Tennessee, continues to keep Texas at arm's length. Volunteers lead the Longhorns 61-45 with 11.5 to go in Knoxville. Don't look now, but Kansas is staring an 0-2 start to Big 12 play in the face. TCU has taken advantage at Allen Fieldhouse, 67-53. Horned Frogs by 14 with 11 minutes to go. That's a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Back to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey, as the Tigers look for a way to wrestle some momentum back from the Aggies.
In the last 5:30, A&M is on a 27-6 run, and that included an 11-0 run, and Auburn never got the ball across midcourt during that span.
They're not going to give up. They're right there. They cannot wait to press right now. They feel like that this has been a real difference in the game, and they are defending aggressively.
Inbound, Magwood ahead for Murphy. Now to Overton. Kevin, open three ball left wing, no. Rebound A&M.
That kind of plays into the hand. When you take quick threes like that, if you make them, you can kind of stretch it back out. But if you miss them, it just digs yourself a little deeper hole. Need to take a little bit more time, get a better shot.
Griffin inside the arc, Agee. Saved, Agee to the basket. Puts it up and he missed it. He got it back. Goes back up and he's fouled.
Second opportunities that time. The momentum has really switched here. A&M is playing with a little bit of fire in their belly. Auburn's a little bit more back on their heels. We need to change that and get a little bit more spark.
Agee gets a couple. Rashawn, a grad student from Chicago, played for the Mexico State Aggies and USC in his career. First free throw is good.
Well, he's one of the few guys. He just hadn't hardly came out of the game and just very steady player.
Largest lead of the ball game for A&M, and they're in the lane early because he made the free throw, but they were in the lane early. So the score remains Texas A&M 73, Auburn 67. A 10-0 run right now for A&M. An 11-0 run earlier in the half. 73-67 Aggies. 7:23 in the second half. Hall, the inbound Freeman. Ahead for Magwood. Auburn with numbers. Magwood to the hole. Goes up with the left hand. He missed it. Murphy missed the rebound, and here's A&M the other way. Ahead Lane. Inside the arc, now outside. Top of the circle. A&M 73, Auburn 67. 7:06 in the second half. Lane, free throw line. Goes up, and he missed it, but he was fouled. And Auburn will go back to its bench and bring Tahad Pettiford in. A&M will counter with Pop Isaacs, but not before a free throw attempt by A&M, leading Auburn 73-67. Boy, this has happened in a blink of an eye, friends. Auburn led by 16, and then A&M went on an 11-0 run and really haven't stopped. Lane for two. First is good.
Well, we just got to kind of regroup just a little bit and get. The biggest thing is we're worried so much about the press, but then we have numbers and we're shooting it quick and the ball's not going down. Right. That's a double-edged sword against you. You've got to make sure you break the press, but you also may need to just be a little bit more methodical, take a little bit better shot selection on the offensive end.
Lane, who's not missed from the free throw line this season, makes both, and A&M lengthens its lead to 75-67. 7 minutes to go, and Pettiford turns it over out of bounds off of A&M.
I think we got it back. I think they both dove to the floor, but I think Texas A&M knocked it out of bounds.
Knocked it out. 12 turnovers for Auburn. A&M has turned that into 19 points tonight. And a timeout with 6:57 to go in the second half. This is a 30 called by Auburn, I believe. It is a 30-second timeout. And Auburn will go back to its bench, bring Sebastian Williams-Adams in. A&M on a 14-2 run in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Auburn is 0 of its last 5 and has not scored in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And A&M, in that span, has outscored Auburn 12-0. Well, and now leads Auburn 75-67.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that we're just real shaky with the basketball right now. We've just got to relax our shoulders, be strong with it, and when you put the ball on the deck, you better put it on the deck with authority, because Texas A&M, they have momentum right now. They have fire in their belly. They're after you. They're going to be reaching and pushing, and if it squirts loose, they've really been on top of it. So we got to be kind of fight our way out of this little bit of a rut that we're in.
Auburn 7 of 24 from the field in the second half. A&M 14 of 26. Tiger ball against the pressure. Sebastian, the inbound, Pettiford, they steal it. Ball is loose, A&M basketball. Griffin to the corner, head fake at 3, Lane for 3, and it's good. My goodness. Wow. A&M by 11. And it has happened against the press for Auburn. And a whistle and a foul. Lane called for a foul against Pettiford. 78-67 with 6:38 to go.
We got to fight back here. We've got to kind of shorten the game a little bit.
Auburn ball out of bounds near midcourt. Freeman will trigger to Tahad Pettiford. Tahad across midcourt to the right wing, Freeman. Sebastian Williams-Adams, right wing, Freeman, low post for Hall. Keyshawn backs it up in the corner against Federico. Drives on Federico. Head fake goes up. He missed it. Rebound tap in by Sebastian Williams-Adams and a foul.
Oh, it's good
start.
Yes, it's good to see Sway get involved right there in the run in the first half. Offensively, Sway was really involved. Good to see him get that offensive rebound, put back. Now he's got a chance for a three-point play.
Trims the lead to 9 with 6:19 in the second half. The foul was called against Lane. It's his second. Deba and Federico are out. Agee back in along with Dominguez for A&M. The 5 for Auburn. Sway at the line. Hall, Freeman, Overton, and Pettiford. And Sebastian missed the free throw. 6:14 to go. A&M by 9. Boy, they have been terrific from the three-point line in the second half. On a wing, a drive at the top. Agee, head fake at 3. Now to Isaacs. Isaacs, free throw line, lobs it at the basket and scores.
Well, he's been on fire. He has really scored from the 3, scoring going to the basket. He's just been hard to guard, but the bottom line is they're getting that ball in the paint and doing whatever they want to do offensively. Tigers have got to be give a little bit more resistance defensively, but we've got to get our offense going.
80-69, A&M with the lead. 5:35 to go. Yes, there is time for Auburn. At the wing, Freeman. Inside the arc, Sebastian, or rather Hall. Left wing, Overton. Kevin to the baseline, to the basket, pull-up jumper, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Auburn closed the first half on a 12-2 run. Auburn needs that and maybe a little bit more here in a second.
That would be a nice thing to see, is get on a little run, 10-0 run or something like that. But we need to climb ourselves back in. We got about a minute and a half left before the 4-minute media.
Free throw by Overton is good. Griffin out. And Deba back in for A&M. Here comes Murphy back into the Auburn lineup. After this free throw, nope, he'll come in now and will replace Freeman.
A couple of really good offensive plays or an extra effort defensive play. Get the crowd back in it, kind of get up on A&M on this run. It's kind of taking the crowd out of the game.
Second free throw from Overton. He knocked them both down.
It's a good way to start.
80-71 A&M. 5:25 in the second. Need a stop, Auburn.
Right now is a good time to start. 3-possession game. You're down 3 possessions. You just got to carve your way back into it.
Auburn has been outscored 43-24 in the second half. Deba at the top, Dominguez. Straightaway 3. Swish. Biggest lead in the night. 12-point lead for A&M, 83-71. Auburn quickly up the floor. Left wing Overton. Kevin drives into the lane. Fade away from about 4. It's good.
Kevin Overton's carrying us offensively right now. He's got us started. We just need to get some stops defensively, and we cannot afford to continue to trade baskets in this last 4 minutes.
83-73 A&M. A&M on the night. 12 threes. Agee inside the arc against Murphy. 8 to shoot for A&M. 2 Dominguez. Lobs it left side for Deba. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Dominguez, wild 3, no air, and Auburn gets it. There's a stop. 4:19 to go. Auburn's got to get some more. Take advantage here, down 10 with the basketball.
That's a good way to start. Get a shutout right here. 4:19 to go.
Federico in for A&M. And Dominguez went down, and he will come out. I thought I saw 6 players on the floor for A&M.
Yeah, he's going out.
Yeah.
It was kind of a delayed reaction. I'm not sure that wasn't intentional right there, because he took his shoe off on the court.
All right, down 10, 4:16 to go, Auburn ball. Pettiford across midcourt. My goodness, 4:10 in the second. Off the right wing, it's Hall.
They jumped into zone this time. They're going to try to, now they're going to switch back. They're matching up.
Overton, Pettiford. Shot clock at 10, 4 minutes to go. Down 10. Overton to the corner. Hall head fake at 3, drives to the hole, goes up, and he drew a foul. Clock stop with 3:52 to go. And Keyshawn Hall will shoot 2 free throws after the final media timeout. 3:52 in the second. Texas A&M 83, Auburn 73. On to Victory is proud to be the official events and experiences company of the Auburn Tigers. Experience Auburn like never before through On to Victory. See upcoming events and sponsorship opportunities at ontovictory.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
3:52 to go. Keyshawn Hall at the free throw line for Auburn. Tigers trail by 10, 83-73. Hall, Murphy, Pettiford, Sebastian Williams-Adams, and Overton, the Auburn 5. Texas A&M 58% from the field in the second half, almost 59%, and 8 of 15 from 3 in the second half.
Well, it sure shows with the Tigers only shooting 33%, 10% from the three-point line.
Yep.
Some of those three-point shots were a bit marginal, a little bit in haste, but we've got plenty of time here. We've got to do it a possession at a time and shorten this game.
Hall's free throw is missed.
That's a little bit uncharacteristic of him. Wonderful to extend our defense a little bit. Since we're down with 4 minutes, about 3:52 left, maybe extend our defense and pick up a little bit higher.
Oh, and he missed both. Dominguez got the rebound and he's fouled. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Texas A&M came into this ballgame second in the SEC, averaging 11.4 made threes per game. They have 12 tonight. They were 4 of 13 from 3 in the first half. They're 8 of 15 from 3 in the second half. And it's a 10-point game with Dominguez at the free throw line for 2. 90% this season, free throw is good.
He's kind of been on a little bit of a flurry himself the last couple of minutes. He's made a 3. Now he's got back at the free throw line. Got to be careful of him because he's explosive.
Out of Puerto Real, Spain. Ruben Dominguez knocked home both. 85-73 A&M with 3:49 in the second half.
Change their defense a little bit. They go into a 2-3 zone, kind of a matchup zone just to slow the Tigers down.
Overton at the top. Ball knocked out of his hands. He retrieves it. 13 to shoot. Down 12, Auburn ball. Pettiford for 3. Didn't get it. Rebound Murphy. Goes back up in a crowd and he banked it in with a foul.
Muscled his way in, stuck it in, got a chance for a 3-point play. Tigers need more effort plays just like that one. A good energy play.
Federico whistled for the foul, his second. Murphy at the line for an and one. Opportunity to cut the lead under double figures here with 3:26 in the second.
Murph's had a decent game, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 23 minutes. But that was a effort play right there on his offensive rebound.
Missed the free throw. Auburn's missed 3 in a row. 85-75 A&M. Isaacs will walk it across midcourt for the Aggies. Now hands it to Jakari Lane. 3 threes on the night, 2 of those, and a big second half comeback for Texas A&M. 3:08 in the second, 10-point game. Lane with 8 to shoot. Bounce pass, and he threw it out of bounds. Trying to set up Dominguez, and he threw it into the A&M bench. 3:02 to go, Tigers down 10. Federico comes in. Griffin comes out, so does Agee.
Really good time. You got 3 minutes. Tigers got to increase the number of possessions offensively that they have, but they got a gift right there with a turnover by Texas A&M. Be a good time.
Pettiford across midcourt, left sideline. Waits for a screen. Goes a lob to Overton, right wing. 18 to shoot, Murphy. Right back to KO. Down the left side of the lane. Got bumped, goes up, and he missed it. And the rebound to A&M.
We've got to pick up full court now. We've got to go get them. We've just only got 2:40 left.
Lane shy of
double
midcourt. Double team ball. He got it back across midcourt. Hall stole it. 10 seconds. All right, you got to stop. 2:35 to go. You're down 10. Really good defense for Auburn in that half-court press. Down 10 Auburn ball.
Really good chance right here. We need to score. It's imperative that we go get the ball in the basket somehow, some way.
Pettiford to Murphy. Into the post for Hall. To the corner. Overton 3. Good.
There, it's a good way to start. Pick up full court.
7-point ball game.
You're in good shape. You're still a 3-possession game.
2:19 and counting. Auburn presses full court. Lane, the inbound to Isaacs. Double teamed. Isaacs to Lane. Throws it ahead to Isaacs. Out of bounds off Isaacs. Auburn ball at midcourt.
That's good. The same thing. That's good press by the Tigers. Good defense, full court. Got another opportunity to carve into this lead.
Auburn will have it on their end of the floor, just inside midcourt, trailing by 7 with 2:07 to go. Defensive replacements for A&M as Griffin and Agee return to the lineup. Inbound to Pettiford. To Murphy outside the arc, into the lane for Hall. Drives to the hole and banked it in.
There we go. Pick up full court, keep the pressure on them. They've lost their confidence. They've lost their momentum.
5-point game, 85-80. Lane will trigger. Inbound Dominguez, right back to Lane. Isaacs in the backcourt. Lane, shy of midcourt. Lane up the sideline, across midcourt. Left wing for Griffin. 1:38 to go. It's a 5-point game. Got to get another stop. 14 on the shot clock for A&M. 1.5 minutes to go. 85-80 A&M. Isaacs. Long 3. Isaacs didn't get it.
Oh, we got to come up with that rebound.
Lost it. Ball loose. Hall has it for Auburn. He goes down. Lane. A&M got it back with 1:17 to go. Shot clock at 14. Lane against Pettiford at midcourt. Spins past Tahad. To the left side for Isaacs. Long 3, Dominguez. Good.
Holy smokes.
Auburn did not get a crucial rebound. And Dominguez hit a long 3, and it's back to an 8-point game for Texas A&M with 1 minute to go, 88-80.
That's an absolute dagger right there by Texas A&M. That was a deep logo 3. But the offensive, not coming up with the defensive rebound and giving Texas A&M extra possessions.
Inbound.
Was the difference.
1 minute to go, a timeout on the floor. 88-80, Texas A&M. A&M 9 of 17 from 3. in the second half. Dominguez has 4 in the game, 3 in the second half. Isaacs, 4 in the game, 3 in the second half. Lane, 3 in the game, 2 in the second half, all threes. Auburn was with an eyelash getting the ball back with over a minute to go and trailing by 5.
Yeah, they had a chance to get their mitts on it. They got to put their mitts on it and come up with a possession. You got 60 seconds here, 3-possession game. You got to force. You got to go score right here, kind of shorten the game, and then their defense has just got to be outstanding.
Tim Brown, Pettiford up the floor across midcourt, 55 seconds to go. Murphy, top of the circle. Back to Pettiford. Tahad puts it on the floor. 3-away three. Pettiford didn't get it. Rebound Hall. Goes back up and scores.
Good stick back. Pick up full court.
88-82.
Got a chance to apply a lot of pressure right here defensively. Maybe force another turnover.
Lane, the inbound of Isaacs. Back to Lane. Fouled by Pettiford. And Lane, who's not missed a free throw this season, is back at the line. He's 6 of 6 tonight.
They're going to keep that ball in those guards' hands, Lane and Isaacs, because both are good free throw shooters. Isaacs has had a good offensive night, scoring 19 points off the bench.
And Lane back at the line where he's 6 of 6 tonight. This is a 1 in bonus. Second foul into Todd Pettiford, by the way. Lane hasn't missed this season. He missed that one. Rebound Murphy. Outlet Pettiford down 6. Auburn ball. 40 seconds to go. Pettiford into the lane to the right wing for Hall. Goes baseline. Drives to the hole. Goes up. He missed it. Got it back and scored with a foul. With a foul.
Good play by Keyshawn Hall to stay after it. Played more aggressive.
Chance to cut the lead down to 3 right here with 32 seconds to go.
Make this a 1-possession game. Really stay with the same game plan, but the clock is something you got to be aware of. Make this free throw and then pick up.
All right, Keyshawn, knock it home, big boy. He does.
Very good, very good. See if we can get a steal on the inbounds. Trying to come up with another possession.
32 seconds in the second half. Full court pressure, Auburn. Lane will trigger with Murphy in his face. Lane looking, still looking. Lobs it ahead. They get the ball to Agee. Agee double teamed and fouled. He's a 76% free throw shooter. He is 2 of 2 tonight. He goes to the line for a couple.
It's going to test him. This is pressure free throws right here.
That's just the 9th foul on Auburn. He misses. You got to get it. You're down 3 with 29.4 to go.
You're in really good shape if he misses, but you've got to box out, seal off the goal, retrieve the ball off the glass.
3rd foul on Pettiford, by the way. Agee at the line, a 1 in bonus. He missed it. Rebound Auburn. Murphy ahead.
Here
Pettiford
we go.
Down 3 Auburn ball, 25 seconds to go. Tahad, top of the circle, off the left side. Pettiford to Hall at the top. Ball deflected out of bounds by Rylan Griffin. 17.9 seconds to go. Down 3 Auburn ball. And A&M goes back to its bench, brings Ali Diba in, replacing Dominguez. It's a 3-point game, 17.9 seconds to go. 88-85 A&M. Auburn ball.
Sideline out of bounds. You got to execute, get it inbounds first, and then you got to go with an initial quick ball screen
Murphy
right
at
here.
The top. 14 seconds in the second half. Murphy spins, drives to the hole. He put it up. It was blocked. Rebounded by Hall. Goes back up and he's fouled. Clock stop with 7.4 to go. And Hall will be at the line for 2. Down 3, 88-85 with 7.4 seconds.
Got to make, I think you would make both these free throws if you can. Get them both in the basket, cut the lead to 1, press hard out of bounds. They certainly will probably be a timeout on one end or the other after these free throws.
7.4 seconds, free throw. Good by Hall. Down to a 2-point game. 88-86, 7.4 seconds remaining. Deba comes out. Dominguez is back in. Good free throw shooter. Hall at the line, a chance to cut the lead to 1 with 7.4 seconds to go. Second free throw. Got them both. Down to a 1-point game.
Now you got to pick up. You've got to cut. You're going to go for the initial steal right off the bat. If he gets it inbounds, you got to foul. Stop the clock.
1-point game. Inbound Isaacs. Fouled quickly by Sebastian Williams-Adams. 6.5 to go. Isaacs, 74% from the line this season. They're in the double bonus now. Well, you've got a shot, even if he makes both free throws here.
That's
with
true.
6.5 seconds to go.
Really well played by the Tigers. They tried to play for the steal. They didn't get it. He got in inbounds, and then they stopped the clock immediately.
Hall, 31 points on the night.
So either way, you can set up an offensive play, made baskets or miss. Only thing you're determining now is whether it's a 1-point or a 2-point game or a 3-point game.
Right. And a timeout as the officials look.
Got a full timeout here. He's got a chance to in a longer time to visit to set up your offensive strategy.
Are they looking at perhaps an elbow to the above the shoulders here? Are they looking perhaps
There's
at
possibility.
the time?
He said he had blood. That's I see
Oh, my.
Clark out on the floor taking a look. Our trainers always come out with the
athletic trainer is out.
Not because somebody's injured, but to look and see if there is blood on the floor.
Isaacs walked off the floor. He was holding I'm not sure, something on his face.
Might have been an aggressive foul, and his finger maybe poked him in the nose or kind of in the ear or something like that.
After review, we have a common foul.
All right. So Isaacs goes to the line for 2 with 6.5 seconds to go in the second half. He's at the line for 2. Isaacs on the night is 1 for 1. He is a 74% free throw shooter. Out of Las Vegas, played at Texas Tech and Creighton. Double figures now in his last 4 games.
He's had a really good career. He was at Texas Tech in 23. He was on the all-freshman Big 12 team. He had an injury at Creighton, ended up transferring to Texas A&M. Facing the big pressure free throws in Neville Arena tonight. The Tigers have got a game plan offensively, make or miss, either way.
88-87 A&M. First free throw, it's good. It rolled around but fell through.
So either way, you can drive it to the basket and try to get 2 if he misses. If he gets 3, you've got to run some type of flare screen, some type of fade screen or a ball screen to free open the shooters.
He made it. Auburn needs a 3 here with 6.5 seconds to go.
They're going to press,
Freeman,
just try to keep the ball in
inbound
front.
Hall, and he's fouled.
He fouled.
Fouled by Lane with 5.9 seconds to go. Didn't give Auburn an opportunity to shoot the three-pointer there.
That's strategic. Some coaches have that philosophy. When you're down 3 with less than 6 seconds to go, you foul. Texas A&M elected to do that. That means if we make the free throw, the same scenario previously we had 7.4s on the line. You make both free throws, and then you try to press up.
Hall can cut the lead back to 1 with 5.9 seconds remaining. Lefty out of Cleveland. First free throw. Good.
I don't think there's an opportunity. I don't think that Tigers will elect to do what they did at Georgia, intentionally miss and try to chase it down. With the 5.9 seconds, I think you make the free throw and try to play for the 5-second count on the throw-in for Texas A&M.
He missed it. Rebound.
Got to come up with that ball.
Ball is loose. 2.5 seconds to go. The arrow is in favor of A&M. A&M has the arrow. With 2.5 seconds to go, A&M basketball. Hall missed it. And A&M now will take it out. Auburn's got to get the ball off the inbound, down 2.
They're going to take a look at the clock just to make sure the time of the whistle and the score table is on the same page.
Right now, the clock says 2.5 seconds to go with Auburn trailing 90-88. And A&M with the arrow and the basketball. Well, we saw a miracle at the end of regulation on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, if they can give us another.
After review, we have 2-7 on the clock.
2-7. We got
All right.
2.7. So
Well,
we've got to do either way. You've got to steal the basketball on the inbounds pass, or you got to foul before they throw the ball inbounds. Either way.
All right, Freeman, Hall, Sebastian Williams, Adams, Murphy, and Overton, the Auburn 5.
Texas A&M's going to go to a press offense. The Tigers are going to face guard and try to deny everywhere and try to keep the ball from being thrown inbounds, gain the possession, and have a chance for an offensive play.
Lane will trigger Murphy in his face. They send Griffin deep. Lane, the inbound Isaacs, he's fouled with 1.7 to go. And Isaacs back at the line to shoot 2. So Isaacs back at the line to shoot 2 more. And he can put this game away if he knocks home both free throws. He misses one of them, and Auburn still has an outside shot, down 3 if he makes one with 1.7 seconds to go. That's if he makes the free throw.
It's a 2-shot foul.
They're in the double bonus.
Yeah, so he needs to miss this first one for sure right here. And that'll ensure that it can only be one possession.
He did.
There we go. Miss that free
miss
throw.
it. And he may miss this one on purpose and give Auburn less of a chance to get any kind of play to get the ball even to midcourt for a 3-point shot.
Well, that's a possibility too. I really feel like that I'm not sure that they would do that. I don't know. That would be interesting.
And a timeout on the floor with 2 seconds. They're going to put it at 2 seconds. Little more time for Auburn. Little more time for the Tigers. And now they're reviewing again, perhaps just to make sure of the time on the clock.
Well, there wasn't any time. It went off the clock on the ensuing play. It was 1-7. Why are they changing it to 2 now?
I don't know the answer to that, Randall.
Really an interesting scenario. I've never seen that because when they went to walk to the length of the court, they checked the timer and it was 1.7. He shoots a free throw with no time going off the clock, and now they've moved it to 2.0 seconds.
That was Auburn's last timeout, by the way.
Yeah, you got to
A&M
regroup.
has one more left. Right now, the clock says 2 seconds. Before he missed that free throw, it was 1.7.
I've thought about what you said at the possibility of him missing. This is a crucial decision on that. If he shoots to miss and he misses the
now it's 2.4 seconds.
I like that even better. Plenty of time.
Yeah.
For the Tigers.
After review, we have 2.4 on
All right, so 2.4 seconds. If Isaacs makes this, Auburn's got to hit a 3 with 2.4 seconds to go. If he misses, you've got to get the rebound if you're Auburn and get the ball as close to midcourt as you can and let the shot fly.
You can go a long way at 2.4.
Sure can. Isaacs throws it off the backboard. It comes to Hall. Hall lobs it forward. And all right, Isaacs
if he didn't hit the rim, he goes to the
right. Yeah, and I'm not sure that hit the rim.
It goes
I think that's
back
what they're looking at.
2.4, and the Tigers get the basketball
with full length of the floor to go, and they're going to review that. He threw it hard off the back. I think he was trying to hit the front iron. I'm not sure he hit any iron, but they're going to make sure.
At 2.4 seconds in 1995, Tyus Edney from UCLA goes the length of the floor against Missouri to win in a Sweet 16 game and going on to win the national title. So it can be done at 2.4 seconds. You can cover a lot of ground with great speed. With your head up, you can get all the way to the basket, but the only thing the Tigers need is just a breath of openness, just a sliver of hope to be open.
I'm not sure that hit the rim. If it didn't, Auburn should have the ball with 2.4 seconds to go. I'm not sure it hit the rim on the way up or after it hit the backboard coming back.
It was such a line drive pass. I'm not sure. That's the risk that you take when you shoot the ball like that. If you miss that rim,
Go ahead, Brad.
If I can jump in with a follow-up question, if they rule that it did hit the rim, does Auburn get the ball out of bounds with .3?
They will review about when the ball was touched and when the whistle
here we
blew.
go.
0.6 on the clock.
Okay, so it's
Ball on the
0.6.
sideline.
Tigers have got to go the length of the floor. Still got an opportunity.
Yeah.
You still got one bounce. You got one bounce and a shot, or you got to catch and shoot.
Down to 90 to 88, 0.6 seconds to go, 3/4 of the court to go for Auburn. Auburn will trigger down the right sideline with 3/4 of the court to go. Freeman, Pettiford, Hall, Murphy, and Overton, the Auburn 5, and it will be Freeman that will trigger. Down to Auburn ball, 0.6 seconds to go. 3/4 of the court to go. Freeman will trigger for the Tigers.
Got to run a wheel, kind of gets everybody in motion.
Throws to midcourt.
Got a shot at it.
3 to win it.
Yes!
He
Yes!
got it! Auburn wins! Auburn wins!
Yes!
Murphy hit
Yes!
the 3. The Tigers win!
Yes!
The Tigers win! Unbelievable!
Oh, my goodness!
Unbelievable!
Oh, my goodness!
Murphy!
Oh, my goodness!
From just inside
Oh, my
midcourt,
goodness!
knocked it home!
What a shot!
The Tigers win!
What a shot!
The Tigers win! Unbelievable!
Magnificent Murphy comes through!
Murphy caught it and shot it. A 3-pointer to win it. Unbelievable!
Way to go! What a play! Great strategic play for the coaches. Drew it up, and Murphy wears it from the midcourt line.
All right, let me say this. They are going to review to make sure two things. One, that he got rid of the ball in time, and two, to make sure that there's no time left. Holy cow. He caught it right in front of us, turned and swished it from 30 feet off the feed from Freeman. Can you believe that Auburn could win this game? Can you believe it?
Turn of events.
The officials are looking at the play right now. A&M saying that he didn't get rid of the ball in time.
I'll tell you this, I think he did. That's just off of my feeling.
Boy, I mean, he caught it and shot it quickly. But they're going to review it. We have still not seen a replay yet.
Holy smokes.
The three officials, Courtney Green, Byron Jarrett, Todd Austin, gathered around the review monitor. Murphy made the shot. Did he get rid of it in time? He did, friends. I think he did. We're still waiting on the official call from the officials. Auburn is celebrating like he made it, but we still have not seen.
We hadn't got an official
ruling
ruling
yet. We have
yet.
not. They're reacting to the scoreboard. The officials continue to look at it. All right.
How about this?
One of the officials has taken his headset off. The other takes
The game
his
is
headset
over.
off. Game
Over.
And they didn't give it to him. He didn't get rid of it in time.
No. No way.
And Texas A&M wins. Holy cow. Holy cow.
No way.
We're getting the review. And watching this review, the ball is out of his hand in time. But A&M has been declared the winner. How can that be?
This is unbelievable.
How can that be? And the officials have left the floor. A&M wins. We're watching another review.
The officials have already left.
We see it now. He caught the ball.
Oh,
the ball is
man.
out of his hand, it appeared.
Holy
in time.
smokes.
The officials say that it did not leave his hand in time, and A&M wins the ball game. Holy cow. 90-88. That's the most unbelievable finish of a game I've ever seen.
It must have been right at his fingertips.
Final score. Texas A&M 90, Auburn 88. Stay tuned, the Regions Bank postgame show is next, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these